Hello! Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? Looks like we're live. We're back! I look incredibly dark. I've changed my entire setup in my room to make some more space for various things, and while I like it generally, there's some bumps in the row. Some bumps in the plan. Oh, I'm starting just when Joe Zasia is quitting? Perfect timing. Clearly, we collaborated on that, clearly. Alright, let's see what we were up to. I guess we were about to do a mission. Hey, Lob Sylvith and Noperaboo. Let's see. I think we were basically good. I think we'd done everything before starting the mission. Hey, Dagger. I don't know what it is about this new setup that it just seems so dark to me. I feel like I have heavy shadows on my face. I do. Maybe if I move this guy down. Come here, you. That's a little better, I think. My room is incredibly dark. There's no overhead lighting. Grr. Yes, I will save. Even though we just started, I will save. Hey, working brain cell. Alright.
Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man?
Ha ha ha. Hey, Joe. Hey, Marco.
Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
You know, I was actually planning on playing Fatal Frame tonight. I didn't get far enough in what I was working on it, and also was exhausted, so figured we'd play something easy. But tomorrow we should be finishing Fatal Frame.
Last mission took longer than expected.
And yes, my mug does say got crabs.
Captain, thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
Hey, Dex-Mex. I have been pretty good.
That's why I'm heading there now.
Walking everywhere across creation.
You'll join as well, won't you?
Hey, Zool.
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
Yeah, buying Fatal Frame 2 really inspired me to pick up Fatal Frame 1 again. So yesterday, when I kind of had my day off, I was playing through it. I got up to the part where you fight the blind ghost in the room with the masks. And I'm doing a lot better on items and everything. But I just couldn't, I was having trouble with her. And then I started on Drakengard, which is really great.
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel.
Dun dun dun.
They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds.
Hello, Such a Waste, welcome. Yeah, it has been a little bit. For those who don't know, I went down to Atlanta. Hey, Lord Dalloway. I was attending 2 shows. My Brother and Me, and The Adventure Zone, which were live podcasts of 2 of my favorite podcasts ever. Delights of my life. I love them. And then I found out also that Dragon Con was the same weekend, so I was like, hey, I'll go to Dragon Con for a day. And it was fun. I have family in it. I say I have family. I have all my family. The entirety of my mother's family is in Atlanta, so we go there a lot.
Shortly after, demonic
oh, you changed names, okay.
One after another.
Yeah, so a couple times a year I disappear to Atlanta and suddenly return, exhausted and terrified.
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students.
Summoning
Damn
the
it.
students.
I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. There's never any damn time.
Ain't that the truth, though? It's kind of neat
This
that
is much more urgent, so it can
said
hold for
that.
now. I'll meet you there.
Like, not just, oh, I have something I have to talk to you about, but there's never any damn time. Because there never is. In frickin'... never is. Yes, Coca-Cola is in Atlanta. So is the World of Coca-Cola, which I've been to a few times. It is very strange. Feels like you're being indoctrinated into a cult of Coke. It's so weird. But yeah, Atlanta's alright. There's so many people that it just is, you will find something for you. There's tons of cool used bookstores, game stores. I mean, it's just awesome. Hey, Mizu! Alright, let's check our units. Wow, Sylvain, you are a little over-leveled, my boy. Let's see. I guess I need to decide on my main crew. Now, yeah, I guess this might be my main crew. So how many am I allowed to take right now? 1, 2, yeah, 10. So yeah, that's my normal crew. I don't know that Ingrid's gonna be on that crew, though. Linhardt's a good healer, which the Golden Deer really don't have. So Linhardt should probably be in the gang. You know Sylvain and Felix are gonna be in the gang, because I really enjoy those two fighting styles. Hey, Zachary! Yeah, Pepsi is better than Coke, because Pepsi is from North Carolina, my man! Yeah, I should mention the hurricane. We are likely just fine. I'm very far inland. Usually we get a lot of rain, maybe some power outages. Nothing too bad. Wilmington, which was destroyed by the last hurricane, will probably suffer quite a bit, and that's where my father's family is, so, hopefully up here, it's really just supposed to be a lot of heavy rain. That's what we're hoping for. But, yeah, definitely keeping an eye on it. But don't worry too much about me. We've been through so many hurricanes in my life. Oh, my pen cup is in the way of the comment, so all I saw in your comment was Carolina, and now I realize it says in one of the Carolinas. Yeah, I am in one of them.
There are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel.
Yeah, has it... Honestly, I'm so out of touch right now because I've been out of town. Has it hit land yet? Is it hitting Florida? I know it hit the Bahamas.
Able to get away.
Well, hopefully you're all right, all of you, wherever you are.
Help me! These beasts, they're...
Somebody, help me!
You stupid beasts! Don't you dare come over here!
I love that student. I want to recruit her. Can she join our team? But yeah, Wilmington is quite literally right on the beach.
Stay
it's
focused.
A city to the east of here, Jesus. That my dad's family is from. They are bunkering down, but hopefully should just be seeing some rain. I really think it's supposed to be petered out by the time it gets up here, but we'll find out, I suppose. I guess I'll do a gambit.
Hey, I got an idea.
Alright, this is bothering me. I'm moving this cup. Just blocking half the comments. Get out of the way, cup. There we go. Alright, let's see. We also got the one that's over there.
To work.
I'm gonna send you guys this way.
Ready and willing.
Somebody commented... Oh, crap, I can't remember the name off the top of my head now. Somebody was talking about how I need... If I want... Claude to become a dragon rider or whatever in the second part, I need to raise his axe skill. I don't think it actually matters. I think just storyline purposes, he comes back as a wyvern rider.
Leave it to me.
Whether you want him to or not. But, I think I have him using an axe anyway, so it works out. Oh no! We have a sad kitty! Oh no! I will be right back. Somehow. I have to figure out how to get out. My new setup for my room does not leave me a lot of space here between the green screen. Oh well. I'm doing some gymnastics here.
Beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead.
Hello, everybody. It's Mia Bob. I was very sad when Mommy left.
I'm gonna have to change this. The way it is right now. I have my printer right behind the green screen. There's not enough room. I'm gonna have to move it. But we'll do that tomorrow. When I rearranged this desk, I clearly did not consider how much room I would need for the green screen. Getting my exercise. Oh yeah, you like my shirt? Hey Kelly. I got the shirt at DragonCon. I've wanted this shirt forever, and they sell it at Spencer's and Hot Topic. My town doesn't have Hot Topic, and Spencer's sold out of it in a week. I'm so mad. So when I saw this at the con, I was like, finally! Alright. Oh, this lady. Nobody likes you, lady. What's on the shirt? It's the symbol for the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. You know, my area hasn't had a Books-A-Million or a Hot Topic or anything for about a decade. I don't think North Carolina has either of them anymore. Atlanta has both. I don't know what that means, but it feels like I'm traveling back in time whenever I go there. It's like I'm back in middle school.
Feeling stronger.
Oh yeah, I wish we had Hot Topics. We do have one 2 hours away. Everything cool is 2 hours away. Nothing good is in Raleigh. I swear to crap, don't move here. Unless you're getting a job in IT, in which case do move here. There's so many jobs. If you have a job in anything else. Can you buy more Silent Hill pictures from me? Oh, well, sure. I don't have any artwork on my store yet, but I'm actually working on updating the store and doing some things with it this week, so I will let y'all know.
The demonic beasts were
Hey,
actually
Gwen,
students.
welcome.
How can this be?
Thank you. But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
Probably not. I mean, you did just see that monster turn into a person, right? Like, we both saw that. I'm gonna assume your friend is donezo. Alright. Okay, how about... No, let's do... Big boy, you're gonna stun it. So that she can hit it big. Oh, wow, no Boo. I'm so jealous. Yeah, we don't have anything good here. Everything good's left. All the used bookstores are gone. And, I mean, all the used game stores, we have, like, nothing. I think, honestly, it's because rent is really expensive in this city. I mean, crazy expensive. To the point that no one can afford to buy or rent anything here. Unless you work for, like, one of the hospitals or colleges downtown.
I don't have time.
Oh, hey, Charles. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you like my stuff. Alright. I wonder if I could finish you off. No, you... well... Eh, come close to finishing him off. May as well try. He dodged a fireball. I mean, we both saw, like, that definitely did hit him. But I love that supposedly he dodged a fireball. Good job, boyo. Guess you're gonna go down the middle lane. May as well. Oh no, my poor girl! Her health is so low now! Uh-oh, I forgot Dad runs off and does his own thing in this. If you get yourself killed, Gerald, I'm gonna be severely upset with you. Alright, we got another guy coming. So we're gonna heal our girl.
That helps.
And then you have what? You have like the tiniest amount of health left. Alright, you finish him off, and then the other two can go for the new guy.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Alright.
Good to go.
Well, let's heal. And we'll let the big guy come to us. Okay, and you two, go for this dude. Get his attention.
Taking aim.
My girl, come on, crit, 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 and kill him. Crit and kill him. Ah. Oh well. Okay. How far you can get? Yeah, get him. So I found out today, from trolling on Twitter and looking at other people that play this game as obsessively as I have. Sometimes character scenes with, you know, like when you do the support scenes with each other, sometimes they'll change based on friendships with other characters. Like if Felix and, no, maybe it was, if one of the characters is friends with a different character and they have like a level A relationship, they might say something differently in a cutscene with another character that knows that character. You know what I mean? Like, Ferdinand says something about liking coffee if he's had a friendship with Hubert, whereas he will talk about tea instead if he's not friends with Hubert. It's like, oh man, the amount of detail in this game. How many times am I going to be able to play this and still find new things? It's fascinating. I really love it. And tomorrow's a Nintendo Direct. I bet that we're going to get some details on the DLC for this. I don't know how many, but I imagine it's a 40-minute long direct. We will hear something, I bet. Hey, Dad, it'd be great if you don't kill yourself yet. You're not allowed to die until the game says you die. Have I seen the news about Konami? You mean creating the copyright in America? They did it in Canada a while ago, and then now apparently they've renewed it in America. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh yeah, we probably will get a Smash announcement tomorrow, too. Probably some news about Pokemon, maybe some, like, Zelda clips.
I got this.
Probably not a lot, since that game is almost out. And I don't know what else they could really reveal about it, other than just gameplay. Probably something about Pokemon, because they can't go 5 minutes without mentioning Pokemon's coming out. So Fire Emblem, Smash, Pokemon, maybe some Zelda. My friend said possibly some Xenoblade or some Xeno info, because it's been a while since anything new's come from that franchise. That's possible. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm really curious. I might actually watch it live for once. Oh yeah, I did also see that. Such a waste. The comment because they're cracking down on gambling in Japan legally. And so Konami's like, you know, we're considering getting back into console gaming. We think that's where the real... Yeah, I bet.
I was so scared. I'll find a way
Oh, you're
to
right.
beat you.
Animal Crossing
I
comes
promise.
out next year. They may talk about that. They could also mention Breath of the Wild too, but I feel like that's too far out. They've got the... I feel like if they talk about Zelda, it's got to be the one that's coming out in, like, a week. You know?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, there's so much they could talk about. I'm very curious. And actually genuinely excited, because typically, like, I like Nintendo games. They're good and all, but growing up, they weren't... Other than Pokemon. Like, I didn't play Zelda, I didn't really play Smash. Fire Emblem was something I got into it as an adult. So it really wasn't something that piqued my interest until, like, say, the last 2 years. I think when Breath of the Wild came out, I really started paying attention to Nintendo again. And then, of course, I fell in love with Fire Emblem.
Just give up.
And now I feel like all I play is my Switch.
Sorry.
Hey, Jeff!
That was a close one.
You're on fire! Oh no. Okay.
You saved me. Thank you.
You arrived just in time, Jeff. You're just in time for dad death. Yay!
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Ramire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Huh? Another student? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
That voice is so fake. How do you not know she's evil?
You're just a pathetic old man. How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, you dog.
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
Should have just shouted and said, "Hey, Dad." Maybe don't. Hey, Dad. Turn around.
What are you doing here?
You must survive. Merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Yeah, you and your bad makeup. Poor Dad.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
Happy game. Such a happy game. So, someone asked why'd that happen. I'm assuming you mean the, like, flashing lights and everything. Byleth, the main character, has the power to turn back time. But unfortunately, the bad guy apparently also has the power to manipulate time because he interrupted and kept her from saving her dad. Yeah. Yay.
So this is where your father lived. Are you still crying?
Well, yeah, he did just die.
Turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life. You must accept what came to pass was fate.
Yeah, okay, but he died 2 minutes ago. Can I have a minute? Can I have a minute?
Agreed. We cannot let the wicked ones run free. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead.
Hey, Zayon.
Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are. To think that that Gerald would meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him. He wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead. Sorry. This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest.
Why don't you just take it with you?
Oh, but I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
Yeah, you want to share with the class? No. Rather be mysterious. The mysterious goblin in my head.
Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight.
I'm not convinced you feel grief.
Gerald was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend.
A dear friend who was terrified of you and hid and ran from you.
It was a long while back. At the time, Gerald was a soldier of the kingdom. He was injured in battle, and I saved him just as he was about to perish. That was our first meeting. After that, he became a knight of Seros. He gave his all in service of the church.
I wonder if that was coincidental, given what she would go on to do to his kid.
He fell in love with one of the nuns here at
Okay, maybe not.
Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to.
Sure.
It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child.
Why is the Pope being a midwife? Is that not suspicious to anybody in the church?
Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning. Your mother, she was my...
Sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately.
No, Alois! Go to the corner! Bad
A
boy.
report from the knights patrolling the area.
I want to hear what she was gonna say.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day.
Grr.
Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
Tell me the truth. I want to know. Grr. You know, we're gonna have to go through the dad death like 5 times, playing through every version of the story, and every version is dad death.
White clouds.
Every time.
Guardian moon.
Yay.
Where the goddess dwells.
Ugh.
Long ago, the guardian Seros made an appearance during this moon. she had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Seros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Yeah. There's so much to the lore of this world, and I'm learning it all so slowly. I want to know more. Tell me more, head goblin. So is Dad like the Uncle Ben of Fire Emblem? I don't know. There tends to be a tragic death. It's not always Dad. I think one time it was Sister. Usually they don't have parents, or if they did have parents, they won't soon. But yeah, tragic deaths tend to play a big part in this series. Obviously, because it's a story about war.
Day 5 of the Garland Moon, year 1157. Clear skies. I picked some flowers for her and returned home.
Oh, is he talking about her, the kid?
The look of joy on her face at the sight
Okay, no,
of
maybe
these
that's the
flowers
wife.
will be even more beautiful than the flowers themselves. Yeesh, that is enough. These
Aww.
entries from before your birth are full of such romantic blatherings as that.
He was enough.
It must be deeply moving you to hear such things, but now is not the time for whimsy. Someone is here. You do not wish for them to see you in this state, so pull yourself together.
I thought I might find you here, Teach.
Aw.
Not the type to wallow in solitude, huh? That's a relief, let me tell you.
Aww.
So, what were you reading? Is that Gerald's? So it is. Hey, maybe this has some entries from when Gerald left the monastery. Is that so? He was the captain of the knights, but something made him leave the monastery in a hurry. If it has something to do with your birth, knowing what happened may get us closer to knowing what secrets the church is hiding. Teach, would you mind letting me read that diary?
Of course.
I know how important it is to you, but I'm not asking lightly. Please allow me to borrow it.
I trust you with my life. You may borrow it.
I'm forever in your debt, Teach. If you'd refused, I would have had to sneak in here in the dead of night. I wasn't looking forward to the prospect.
I love this child. We probably will get to the time skip today, because this is the last chapter before it.
Anyhow, let me fill you in on what's been going on lately, and not just as thanks for pointing me to that diary. Rhea dispatched the knights to various locations in a frantic search for the enemy. There's a rumor that she's already secured some information. Something big is going to happen soon. That has me wondering, if you find out where the enemy is, what will you do about it?
Kick their ass.
If you ask, No, scratch that. All of us students would gladly lend a hand. Even if that means going against Rhea's wishes. Don't forget it. Now go. Everyone's worried about you. You'd better show them you're in good spirits.
I love that boy.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim.
You have a weird beard, my dude.
I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
How can people not realize how conflicted she is? Claude would like to speak to me. Of course I'll speak to my boy.
Hey, Teach, do you believe in gods?
Starting off light.
I don't necessarily mean the goddess of the Seros religion, just gods in general. Do you believe that incredible beings who control the fates of all really exist?
Well, I mean, there's one in my head.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I never used to believe in that sort of thing either. I've always hated the idea of praying to a god. After all, you can only really rely on yourself.
You can rely on me.
I still believe that. You can't win a war by leaving your fate in the hands of a god. Only tangible facts can really decide a war. Which side has the most troops, the best tactics, the better organization and planning. Of course, miracles can happen. And by that, I mean things that are completely outside of your control. Things that only seem to add up if you believe in the concept of fate. Things like, well, like meeting you, for example.
Shucks.
You just seem sort of impossible. I think everyone would agree with that. You can wield the sword of the Creator. You're a tactical genius, and you have this strange ability to earn the trust of anyone you cross paths with. Before I met you, I never imagined that it was possible for someone like you to exist. And yet, now that I know you, your presence in my life has quickly become invaluable. In fact, it's hard to imagine making my dreams come true without your help. Because of that, I can't believe for a second that our meeting was just a coincidence. That means it must have been fate.
This boy is like trying to flirt while also discussing his political endgame for the, like, you know, he's like, I can't win a war without miracles, and you're a miracle, it must be fate.
Maybe it was a miracle. Or maybe some god empathized with me in my dreams. Again, I don't mean the goddess of Fodlan, though I suppose it may be hard for you to grasp what I'm talking about. People all over the world have different ideas about who or what the gods are, right? Even in distant lands across the ocean or over the mountains. They have gods who see the world as a whole, who don't care about Fodlan's borders, who don't meddle in our affairs, who don't grant life or take it away. And maybe, sometimes, they'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in. Careful, Teach. You'll anger the followers of Seros if you say things like that.
He is a very wholesome character. He's fantastic. I really like him. Honestly, I mean, we've played the Black Eagles route, and the more we played, the more I fell in love with Edelgard. Same with Claude. I just feel like they've written the main characters of each house so well, it seems. I can't help but love each of them, and I want them all to be happy, and they can't, because this is Fire Emblem. Ugh!
I'm just speaking my mind, that's all. I think people should be free to believe in whatever gods they want.
It's true.
If a person believes in a god and that god becomes a support system for them, that's a good thing. That's what a god should be. Anyway, maybe I've overstepped a bit.
You could overstep on me anytime.
I knew you'd understand. In any case, let's keep this conversation between the two of us, yeah?
My lips are sealed. To your lips. No? No? Is that not where we were going? No? Hey, Akatsuki! I wondered if we'd see you today. I don't think... We'll just give you some flowers. Or do nothing, apparently. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. We'll explore and talk to everyone who's sad about our dad being dead. Because our dad is dead, don't forget. Oh, Leonie wants to talk to us. Is it about how our dad's dead?
Professor, got a minute? Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better.
I'll have you know, Akatsuki, I planned to play Fatal Frame tonight and wasn't able to get to the part we quit at. I should be able to do it tomorrow so we can stream it then. But good excuse to play this,
I
right?
thought you might say that. And that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin. Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
Oh, imagine baby Byleth and baby Leonie meeting. Oh, that's cute. They could have been sisters. Now they are.
Huh.
Sisters.
Maybe he left you with a relative or something.
And Eloise is their big brother.
Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice.
Sounds like you.
He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us.
Good night, Such a Ways. Thanks for joining us. I should be back tomorrow at about 5 or 6, hopefully, as long as I have the
Tactics, strategy,
time.
training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me. Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all.
This is a really sad scene to happen right after he died.
I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along.
And now I'm incredibly jealous.
And it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life.
Well, do you appreciate your dad? Look, like, it's not special to her.
No, it still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Sure. You do you, Leonie. She's adorable. I love her. Feisty little sister. I was always the little sibling. Now I get to have a little sibling. Run! Oh, I found something else out today. In Black Eagles, if you side with Edelgard and various people join different sides, apparently, even if you don't friend him or whatever, the male professor, he joins Edelgard because he believes in what she's doing, whether you recruit him or not, which I thought was really interesting. I guess Manuela is not like that. You have to recruit her, which I think, I don't know. She seems to have such strong connections to the Empire, but...
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
Kitty. I hope tomorrow the Nintendo Direct is just 40 minutes about how they're finally gonna answer all our prayers and let you pet cats in Fire Emblem. Obviously, that's what it should be. Oh, we have more supports. Okay, it's not... Oh, that means it has to happen after the time jump, I'm assuming. I think that's what that means.
Ah, there it is. Just as I thought. But what is she hiding?
Oh, Linhardt. My apologies. I didn't mean to bother you.
Ah, Marianne. You're no bother at all. In fact, you've arrived at precisely the right time.
Huh? The right time for what?
You have a crest, don't you?
I don't... What are you saying?
If you hide it, that just makes it more interesting. You do have one.
Please don't tell anyone. You can't tell anyone I have a crest. If people find out, then...
What?
Please, My adoptive father told me to keep it a secret. And I personally don't want it known.
Who said I intended to tell anyone? Your secret is safe with me. I find it fascinating that you carry the crest of the erased hero.
Please stop, don't say another word. No one should know about or even speak of my crest. Nothing good comes of it. It's even the reason my parents disappeared. This crest only brings bad luck to anyone who comes near me. Even you, Linhart, you have to stay away.
Bad luck generated by the crest? Now that would be a discovery well worth making. What manner of bad luck do you suppose might beset me?
No, you shouldn't be so cavalier about something you couldn't possibly understand. I have to go.
My poor baby.
It's true, I don't understand. But I very much want to.
Aww. Aww. No, Marianne. Ooh. Oh boy.
Sylvain, I want to apologize for the other day.
The other day? What are you talking about, Felix? Is this a trap?
You know, when I called you insatiable.
Probably the correct term.
Oh, that? Can't say it didn't hurt, but you have nothing to apologize for.
Another neat thing I found out in a line of dialogue with, I think, Annette? No. One of the girls to Sylvain implies that Sylvain is bisexual, which, I mean, he can get a romantic relationship with multiple guys, but it actually says it outright. She says something to the effect of, you have been making men and women fall in love with you left and right, like sleeping with men and women everywhere. Like the first time that it's actually kind of mentioned that he doesn't just chase skirts, he also chases guys, which was really neat. Oh, is it Flame that says that? I saw it somewhere on Twitter and I was like, oh, cool. I need someone to just make a master post of all the gay shit in this game.
I mean, you've said worse, Felix.
I'm gonna have to work on it.
Considerably worse. Come on, we've known each other since we were kids. We're not gonna let your constant verbal abuse get in the way of our friendship, are we?
No, I suppose not.
God, I love this guy. He's definitely my favorite character.
Whenever I started doing something dumb, you'd yell at me about it.
And whenever you drag me into something, Ingrid would find out and start lecturing us.
All these years and not much has changed, has it? But you're different, Felix. You used to be so, I don't know, carefree when we were young. Now you're the exact opposite.
Well, you're not any different. Good for nothing then, good for nothing now.
Again with the abuse. This from the guy who's always been by that good-for-nothing side. So, did you come to apologize or to insult me?
I was on my way to train and I saw you. That's all.
You're off to train again? Now who's insatiable?
Better than sitting idle like you.
A little idleness would do you some good, pal. Come on, let me buy you something to eat.
No.
You have to choose, Felix. Our friendship or your training?
My training. Goodbye for now.
I love him.
What is he? Wait, Felix, I'll come train too. Wait up.
I love them so much. Feel like we've been here before. We probably saw this one in the Black Eagle, because I recruited both of them. I know we didn't get their A level, because I had to find out online that they could have a relationship, but I'm pretty sure we saw that one. Very true, Akatsuki. Very true. Those two were pretty cute. There's so many great character interactions in this game. Alright. Oh, my girl.
What happened to Gerald? It's terrible.
I mean, she probably feels so guilty. Oh.
If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
And she probably sincerely means that. Because she's working with them because she's been backed into a corner by them, but she really hates them. God, I love you and I wish I could save you. Alright. Just eat to make my feelings go away. I guess we'll do somebody with the arrows. You too. Since everybody's friendship levels are pretty high, we'll just do...
Excuse me, but I gotta go grab me some seconds.
Or not friendship level, that. The... what, inspiration? Something? How about... Oh, we should do... Marianne. Where is she? Damn it, she hates this food. Grr. Alright, we'll do Ash and Caspar.
Caspar, your stomach will burst if you eat all of that.
Oh, hey, Levi.
Don't.
Alright, everybody's just eating rabbit. We could do these two. They have some friendship. See what their interactions are like.
I appreciate
that.
I have a feeling we won't be able to do more with Felix and Sylvain until the jump. I better go buy some meat, because we're out. We are out of meat. Get out of my way, I need the meats! Oh, I'll talk to you.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times.
Well, thanks for joining us, Charles. Have a good one.
Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
Aww. Ingrid's clearly been through a lot. She's like always so excited for food. Her parents don't have a lot of money. She's apparently lost people.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Everybody's so sad.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. Come again.
Oh, we have a quest. Let's accept the quest. Hey, I'm really sad about my dad dying. I'll fetch your stuff.
Time for a request.
I'll do whatever it is. I need a quest to distract me from the sadness. Let's see, who else we got to talk to in here?
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor? I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
So, for those curious about Ingrid, I didn't know this until some folks talked about it on Twitter, which is obviously because you don't get these interactions unless you play Blue Lions. But Ingrid is pretty awful to Dedu, from my understanding. And she's supposed to, like, grow and learn from it, but I don't think it was written very well. So yeah, Ingrid says some really racist shit, and a lot of people don't like her for good reason. Personally, my experience with her has been different since I haven't seen those things, and I assume it was written badly. I probably am just gonna ignore that backstory for her. I mean, she's not my favorite either way. I just kind of like her interactions with Felix and Sylvain. I'm probably just gonna like hand wave and say, you guys didn't write that well, I'm gonna ignore its existence.
No, look, I did not mean
the way
to
that I do
pressure
so
you.
many badly written
Apologies
canons.
for the misunderstanding.
Like, I guess they're trying to do with Cyril. I think so far the best character, and I haven't seen it all, Claude seems to be the one that's been the racism narrative seems to be handled the best. Cyril, I don't know, I haven't seen enough with him. And then, of course, I haven't seen anything with Dedu, because we haven't played Blue Lions yet. Dedu is the character I'm the most excited for in that one. He seems like such a sweetheart. I wanna save him. So many characters I can't save. Alright. Let's do Marianne and Hilda.
Food tastes better when I get to share it with you.
I feel the same. Let's fill up so that we feel good and energized.
Let's see, who does Sylvain have a relationship with that we should build up? We should do Bernie. We haven't done his with Bernie, have we not? I guess we saw it on the other run and not this run. And Dorothea, Ash, Ingrid. Alright, let's see if we'll do Bernie and him. Where's the Burnster? Apparently hates this food, so we'll do Annette. Well, no, because we want to put Annette with Mercedes. I don't think he has any... I guess we'll do Dorothea.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
There we go.
I don't like being hit on during a meal.
Kind of ironic since I put you with Sylvain. Oops. My bad. Okay, let's have Annette and... Well, Mercedes hates this, so let's do a different food. Mercedes, you better like this food. Where are ya? No, you don't. Crap. Alright, well... We'll do these two.
This is lovely.
I wouldn't normally.
Alright, well, we got 4 more. And I need to go collect my plants. Who does Ferdy? What do you got, Ferdy? Oh, wow. He's got a lot of interactions with them. Mercedes, huh? And Flane. We do Ferdy and Flane. God damn it. Come on! Was Annette on there? I think was she on there? I'm not honestly sure. This is like playing chess. This character can have lunch with this character, but not this okay. I guess I'll just do... Well, we've seen all the ones with them, haven't we? I guess we haven't seen the last one. Wow, he doesn't have any interactions with... Okay, Mercedes is the only blue lion he can have interactions with. But he interacts with quite a few of the golden deer. Huh. Interesting. Apparently he has nothing to say to the Empire, or the other one. Kingdom, that's the one. I guess we'll just... we'll do Lorenz.
Pristine manners are essential, even if the quality of the food is poor. Wouldn't you agree, Ferdinand?
Indeed. We may not care for the meal, but we must show our respect for the person who cooked it.
Oh my god. I think I may have made a mistake. I'm a little worried about those two interacting. Alright, let's see about Sedith. Oh, I don't have him friended yet. Sedith can have interactions, well, duh, with his daughter. And all these folks. I think I'm running out of people I can make interact. Sedith and I guess Cyril.
The flavor is nostalgic.
This is...
Alright, that's enough for now, I think. We do have apparently a scene.
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman,
Isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave?
Maybe she sighed because...
Besides, I could be sighing about any number
God.
of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive?
Have I started Dark Crystal Age or Resistance? I have not. I'm not... Oh, the
Snap
show,
at every little thing.
right?
Your
Or is that a
ill
game?
mood on display
I haven't
for one and all.
started it. I was never too big into Dark Crystal. I was way more into Labyrinth.
To see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait, I meant to say the former noble.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand.
It's very
I was
relevant.
merely trying to say
All
that
of
as a
you is
fellow
so
adult-
informed by the fact that you were born rich.
You're not done lecturing
Makes
yet?
so much
Leave me alone
obvious.
and go
It's just so
pester
obvious.
someone
Oh my
else.
god.
Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuel. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because?
Don't be so childish.
Why not?
You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild.
So?
Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Life's more interesting.
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you keep your emotions bottled up behind your stupid, stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time
I wonder what his
someone
first
taught
name
you.
is. Or is Hanneman his first name?
Go on. If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try. Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
You started it! I love the two of them. If only because she is just delightful. Everything with her is a gift.
Hey, Sedith. I got a delivery for you.
Thank you, Cyril. Would you mind waiting just a moment for me to confirm the contents?
Sure thing.
All seems to be accounted for. I lack the time to handle tasks of this kind myself. I appreciate you making the effort. Is there anything I can assist you with? Do you have any concerns?
Concerns? Nah, I'm happy just working for Lady Rhea. I got a way better life now than I ever did before.
If your better life is this frugal, I have to wonder what your previous experience was like. It must not have been easy before you came to us. But you should know that is in the past now. You are young, you should be enjoying life. Do not allow your past to overshadow that.
Yeah, maybe make Rhea not employ him as a servant. Maybe he should be a student because he's a child.
Is there nothing you desire? We will support you in any way we can.
Really, there's nothing. Except... Nah, it's okay.
Except?
I don't got anywhere else to go, and I just want to be able to stay here forever. This place Lady Rhea gave me, it's the only place I know to call home.
I will keep that in mind.
Well, I got work to do. Excuse me.
Sedith's like, I have adopted another child.
Of course. I apologize for delaying you.
Time to take care of another child. Because clearly Rhea's not. God, he's like 12 and he's working for them. He should be in school and playing and not working. Where's the shiny? Yeah. As much as I don't, like, know much about his character yet, I immediately am sympathetic for him, because he is a baby. He's a child with no adult to actually look out for him.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring. I have seen it before. Geralt showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Say hi, buddy. Hello. There you go. You're a little bit in frame. There we go, I'll sit up. Alright. Are you headbutting me? Hi. Aww. Gandalf has been especially affectionate since I got home. I posted a picture to Twitter where he literally was climbing in front of me on the couch trying to get in my face like, Mom, you were gone, I missed you.
Professor. Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real.
I think we've seen this one, and he's just like doing errands.
No worrying,
I'm
do you remember how well?
Yeah, he's just telling us to run errands, so I'm gonna just. Yep, he's a busy bee, and we're just gonna skip through this because we've seen it, and it was boring. And he's just being a busy bee.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, and remember. Huh? I don't want. Then he.
Alright. I guess we'll do... Yes, hello. Let's do our letters. Where do you think you're going? There is nowhere to go over there, buddy. You can't... What are you doing? I know, you've missed me a lot. I know. Oh my goodness. He's... Let's see if I can... He is... Where is he? There he is, on the desk. Say hi! You're on candid camera. You're on cat camera. Kitty, what are you doing? Life would be so much easier if no one had talked face to face. Don't headbutt the mic, Kitty! Kitty, you can't headbutt the mic. That's not good. Yeah, I missed you too, buddy. We can snuggle later. Kitty, you can't sit there. That's not a place for you. There's no room. Ugh. Ah! Now he just headbutted the mic into my face. Okay, kitty. He is... Oh my goodness. This is adorable. But, buddy, you gotta stop. You gotta stop hitting the mic. You have to just sit. Sit. You sit right there. There you go. Good boy. Oh. It's very cute. He's typically a very affectionate cat, but like it's been over the top lately. Now the camera's all fucked up.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Huh? Clearly you can't sing. Alright, we got one more friggin' point. Gandalf, stop it! No. Stop. Alright. We'll do some fighting. Let's go bet on our boy. Oh, it's a bow tournament today. We will bet on our boy. We'll bet on Claude. Kick his butt. Hubert with a bow looks so weird. That just feels wrong.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
That feels so wrong. Yeah, I don't think anybody in this school is going to be beating Claude at bow. It's just not happening. I also assume that Hubert was only in the competition because this is supposed to be house versus house and no one's left in the houses. Yeah. It is funny though that they didn't just do
Never
NPCs for
underestimate
all
an
of them. Nah, you still got it.
It was a good try.
It was. Gotcha.
That's the golden deer for you.
Hell yeah. Alright. Let's go do some other stuff. Hey, Kawaii. My trip was pretty good, thanks. Fast and furious, but a lot of fun. I'll be going back down in October for a much longer, more peaceful trip. Let's see. We'll work on you. I'm not really using her, but I am using him. Did I give him a... I think I gave him an axe, didn't I? I think so. Well, if I didn't give you an axe, I'm giving you one now. Alright, let's see. Caspar, you're almost to the next level.
That went way better than expected. I'm getting...
I guess we'll just keep doing axe for him, too. I want to make him a War Master, which I think he should be able to do now with that kind of level. Let's get your sword. Okay. Let's see. I could actually use Flame this time. Who did we make? Oh, we made Liz our dancer. We gotta look at that and test it out. I guess we'll do... I feel like all the golden deer are really high in whatever they need to be. Yeah. I could do some more on Claude. Give you some more flying.
It's it's starting to come together.
Okay, I guess we'll finish off with Iggy.
No.
Alright. Now, let's do group task. Let's see. Flying? I guess we'll do you too. That should do pretty good.
Tell me something.
Pretty soon I'll have eaten everything.
Yeah, great answer.
I'm so smart.
Professor.
Ooh, sword and reason to excel as a mortal savant. Do I want to do that with you? Probably. Yeah, why not? We'll do it.
With you on my side, we're solid.
I'll do what I can.
Oh man,
okay.
Kawaii, I'm feeling your pain right now. It's gonna be a tough couple months with all these releases coming out. Zelda, Pokemon. There's so many games I want. I got Spyro on my birthday for PlayStation 4 because I grew up playing those games and my mom knew I loved it, so she got it for me. But it would be really cool to have it on the Switch too, because that would be so fun. But I'm not gonna... with so many games coming out, I definitely am not buying the same game I already own just so it will be portable.
I suppose it's
As much as I'd love to. And Final Fantasy VIII came out today. I'd love to buy it one day. Probably my next purchase will be Link's Awakening.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
As much as I probably don't have the money right now, I'll be fine by then. It's the time of month where you gotta sit down and pay bills, so it's like, oh no, tighten the wallet, tighten the purse strings. I have also heard that Astral Chain and Control are both very good. Let's see. Guess we'll do, let's see if we have any quests right. Yeah. Ooh, that's a new, no, we have done that one. We did that one. Don't know if we've done... I don't know which ones we should do. Because apparently... I mean, I don't know how true this is for everybody. But in Blue Lions, there's a paralogue that if you don't do it, one of the characters just doesn't come back after the time skip. Like, what the crap? I don't think any of the others are like that, but... Aw, Jeff, that's so cute.
Hey, Professor. I might have to go back home for a little while. Oh no, nothing like that. The Almiran forces are causing trouble at Fodlan's Locket. Oh, do you know where that is? Well, the mountain range that separates the Alliance from Almyra is called Fodlan's Throat. There's a fortress right on top of the throat, and they call that Fodlan's Locket. Well, yeah, you could say that. I'm sure my brother would be able to handle them on his own. But he said he really wants me to help out. I guess he's a bit tired out from all his hard work. Anyway, our dad's not as sprightly as he used to be. He's not up for a fight. Apparently it would look bad if we left it to the retainers. I really, really don't want to go, but I guess I have to.
Hey, Hilda. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I heard you talking.
Oh, what's up, Cyril?
You're gonna fight the Almirans, yeah?
Yes, but it's nothing you need to worry about, Cyril.
It's not that. I was just wondering if maybe I could go along with you.
But you'd be fighting people from your homeland. Do you really want to do that?
None of them would remember me anyway. It's just that I got captured in the battle at the Locket, and that's how I ended up here. So I'm kind of worried that other kids who lose their folks might not be so lucky. Before Lady Rhea took me in, I had a real hard time as a servant of House Goneril.
I'm sorry to hear that, but it's not like I'll go around snapping up Almiran children.
That's good, but I want to see things for myself, so I know that everything's okay.
Aww.
Well then, let's go together. Oh, would you want to join us, Professor? My brother will be there, but I'm a little scared about fighting all those fierce Almirans.
If you could come too, it'd be really great. We'd all feel way safer if you did.
Great! I know we'll be okay if you're there. Let's head out right away.
I'll go and get ready too.
I've heard pretty good things about Blair Witch. Apparently it's good, but maybe not like mind-blowingly good. I've heard enough good things that I definitely want to play it, but I'm not going to be able to until I get an Xbox One, which might be this holiday season. We'll see. Hello, Pablo. Why do you always arrive late? I'm sorry. If you're relying on YouTube notifications, that is sometimes pretty shitty because YouTube is bad. You could always follow me on Twitter. I also created a Google Calendar. Do I still have this in my copy paste? Nope, it's not still there. It's linked in the Discord. I'm trying to create a calendar that actually shows what I'm going to be doing every month. Obviously, it's subject to change, but it might help you know what times I'm starting things. Though I feel this week is not going to be on schedule at all, because I'm just going to be playing catch-up the whole week. I guess this team is fine. Why not?
Most of our allies have fallen. My big brother and I can probably handle this, though.
Hilda, glad you made it. Lord Holst has been afflicted with a sudden illness and couldn't come.
He's not here? Oh, I'm sorry. You must have been absolutely terrified. It's okay, though. I brought along someone who can definitely help us.
And it's me, because I'm a little badass.
That's you, Professor. Please help us save our allies and protect Fodlan's locket.
Like, seriously, she talks like she's so flimsy. It's like, you are the strongest character I have.
Huh? We ought to be able to help our friends from here.
Oh god, I haven't done anything with Cyril, and he's a required character in this one.
Ready when you are.
I should have given you a class. I wasn't even paying attention to that. You're just gonna stay in those bushes, I think. Alright, I think this is one where I have to get the commander, and then... Yeah, I think I have to cross over and get the commander, or else they're just gonna keep summoning more folks, so... Gonna have to leave some people to defend the front line. I feel like Felix and Sylvain would be good folks to send out into the battlefield. You two got this. You guys can watch the line, you can heal.
Stay focused.
Ready anytime.
And you also should come to the front. You and I are gonna become close friends, my girl. You will heal. Those are our friends we're trying to save.
To work.
I got this.
Yeah, we'll send you two this way.
Leave it to me.
Predictable.
Aw, kitty's watching your stream? Aw. My kitties keep popping in and out and then running away. Think they're happy to be given free reign of the house again. My friend Mars stayed at our house and took care of our animals, but Mars is allergic to cats, so they had to stay in my room the whole weekend and they were not happy about it. Ugh.
Guess I'm still growing.
Yeah, please stop. You've grown enough. You're so big.
Close one. Watching one.
That was neat. We actually got to see Annette react too. A jacant or whatever they called it. Alright. Come on, Felix. You're supposed to be fast. Dodge it. Is it bad that gonorrhea sounds like a sexually transmitted disease to me? That's Hilda's family name. It's that's what it makes me think of. But I'm a child, so. Yeah. Well, at least they barely dented you. Oh, you're surrounded by dragons. That's not as good. That's not as good, huh? Alright, let's see if we can...
Support! We're saved!
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Hey, just another pest? Welcome! Unless you were already here and I just didn't notice. Apologies. Gonorrhea! That's her new name.
Don't expect.
Oh God. Thank you for that. That's delightful.
I did it! I did! I'm getting better.
Alright, let's see
Ready
if
and willing.
Claude can put a dent in this bird. Wow, the frickin'... Go for it, Claude. It's something. I guess you're gonna hit this one, because he's the closest. Let's see. Wow, the Lance of Ruin don't even finish you off. Guess we'll do Disturbance.
Let's win this already.
And then we'll have him move. Since he's a horse, he can do that. Oh, he's not a horse. He's a horse boy. We're gonna move you there to block that path. And you... Get him! Alright. Let's see. Guess... That's as far as he can reach, but that's something.
So,
Okay, now to the other side. God, I love these bows. I always favor bow characters in games. I don't know why. I took archery in college, but that's a really... It was just a semester. It's not like I'm an archer.
I'll grow as strong as...
Whenever I play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I always play Link as an archer. I rarely use any of the swords. Punch that horse to death.
Plenty more where that came from.
The Knights of Herpes. Alright. I guess we're gonna send Liz with Big Bro. Though, don't we have another... There's no way we're gonna reach him in time. It's only one dragon. Like, you should be able to handle one dragon. Just deal with your shit. And we're gonna go this way. You're hanging out with Big Bro. Because you are made of glass.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
Okay, but gotta use your head sometimes, and then if it had been, instead of the arrows, the normal, gambit where they all just run headlong at you, how perfect would that have been? Using your literal head to smash in the enemy.
Yeah. Not so fast.
Man, you guys are just not... You're really not hurting these folks. Yeah, I really love the bows. The only Zelda amiibo I have is actually Link with the bow. They also have a giant version of it that's a statue, and it's like $90, and one day when I have enough stupid money, I'm gonna buy it, because it's pretty, and I'm an idiot. And I have no room for anything like that, but I want it anyway. Ha! It missed! Good job, stupid. Welcome, Luke. Thanks for joining us. And Mike Jones, not really. New faces today. Thank you for joining us. Oh, he lived-ish. Did he kill the dragon, or is that a different dragon? That must be this. Yeah, it's different. Okay. You're probably dead, huh? Sorry. Maybe if I come over here. Maybe he'll be attracted to come my way, but probably not. You're probably dead. Sorry about that. My bad. Can't save them all. Do I use a bow in real life? Practice archery once. Yeah. Archery is definitely really hard on your arms. I had to take... You had to take a certain amount of PE credits to graduate in college. And, I was trying to avoid actual... Well, no. It's muscular, but it's not like exertion exercise. You can stand still and do archery. So that's why I took a semester of archery in college. And our final grade was we had to build our own bow, which was hilarious. Basically, it was just a joke. People made it out of, like, toothpicks and things. But my mother, being my mother, and very severely invested in my life in something of a helicopter, she was like, you can't just do a little toothpick or like, you'll fail the class. And she was driving me around the neighborhood and getting bamboo and helping me build this life-size bow. I was the only one in the class that had a real bow. Everybody else just made jokes because that's what it was. It was a joke assignment. Oh, I had so much fun shoving that in her face. Like, you made me stay up until 2 making this stupid bow, and it wasn't even necessary. Oh yeah, we had PE in college. Yeah. We had a lot of, I don't know, don't other colleges have a lot of, like, requirements for graduating? We had to have a certain amount of sciences and a certain amount of language and a certain amount of English and PE. We had to have 4 PE credits, I think.
Sorry.
I ended up taking yoga, karate, and archery, I think.
I'm not done yet.
And I actually continued the karate for a while. I really enjoyed it. It was only once I got a job working retail that I had no time for it. I need to get back to being physically active. Alright, I guess it looks like we got most everybody except for the main dude over there. I guess we're gonna send you guys over to help this poor dude. Who do we not move? Oh, I haven't used you. I guess we're just gonna... We'll do that.
Let's crush him.
Yeah, retail really doesn't leave a lot of time for other things at all. Yeah. I guess we'll just wait there. Oh, wow. That's amazing, Pest. That is fantastic. I don't know what schools everybody else went to. I went to a private liberal arts Baptist college. Well, historically Baptist. They had broken away from the church, but it was historically a church school, and it was a private small women's college. Like 2,000, it was the size of my high school. It was very small compared to all the other colleges in the area, which was one of the reasons I picked it. I hated people. I didn't want to be around them. Pretty sure it's the smallest college in our city. I only could afford to go because I lived at home, which meant that the tuition was a lot cheaper. Because I didn't have to pay to live on campus. Though it was a gorgeous campus. It's like an old, very old building. I mean, relative to America. A couple hundred years or something like that. But yeah, one of the reasons I actually got into the study of religion and mythology and stuff is because it was a church school and it had a really big religious studies program. And it was adjacent to the English building, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. I need an ethics credit? Sure. And then I got hooked. And I was 1 credit away from having a minor or a double major or something like that.
What's next?
Yeah, there was church every Wednesday, but I never went. Oh, sorry, gonorrhea. Sorry. You're a knight. The knight's supposed to kill the dragon.
Oh no, they got one.
Listen. It's not my fault that he didn't win. Yeah. is it? I guess the dragon must just do better damage. It's got to be the fact that it was a dragon, because the horses are not hurting that dude at all. Alright, let's see about... Who needs some levels? Wow, you guys are, Hey, Linhart, you want some levels? Jeez. You're not gonna dent this guy much, though. Here, let's have you... stun it.
This could be fun.
It's time.
So... Yes, a former Baptist college got me into the study of occult symbolism. That is very ironic. But they were former. They broke off due to, I mean, I'm sure it was, I don't know why. I think it was because, well, the Baptist church is the Baptist church, so it came out and said a lot of shit like, we don't like people. And my college was like, well, we do like people, so we're not going to be a Baptist school anymore. We're just going to be a private school.
Be gone.
It was an alright school. It was definitely not perfect. The money was definitely not used well. The last year I was there, they got a huge donation from somebody, and they used it to repaint the dome on the front of the main building gold. They painted the dome gold. The English building that I lived and worked in had no air conditioning, and the lounge was also a bathroom, because there was only the one room for people to sit in. But what we needed was definitely a big gold dome. Obviously, funds well spent. I guess you're gonna go back this way. I think that's really all I need right now, because we gotta go get, yeah, we basically just gotta go get that guy in the corner. Religious school is probably the best way for someone to become an atheist. Probably true. Oh, well, shit. We're not playing classic, though, so we're fine, right? Well, damn. I was hoping the bushes would let her hide better. Oh, well. Sorry, Liz. I forgot you were made of glass. It's funny, because growing up, both my parents were Christian, but neither of them were incredibly religious. Like, my mom really just wanted to go to church for the community. She likes people. And then we never really ended up going. And my dad, his one thing about whatever church we would try to go, like, every week we almost went to a different one. Like, they were trying to find one they liked, and they never did. His one thing was the music. Did they have a pipe organ? And if they didn't, he wasn't interested. And that was it. That was all he cared about. And he spoke to me very honestly about the fact that he did not like Baptist churches, because that's what he grew up with, and it was very bad for him. And I think that's kind of what drove him away from organized religion in general. It's just always so funny to me that the only thing he cared about was, do they have a pipe organ? If I'm going to sit there for an hour, they better have good music, goddammit. Let's see. He's headed that way, so I'm gonna head you this way. Come on, Raph, get him. Oh, you only did 1 damage to him? Yeah, we're gonna have to have Shamir get him, huh? Oh, what do you know? Maybe we're not gonna have to finish these dudes off. This one soldier is gonna finish off all these guys. Good job, buddy. You're getting a promotion.
Things are looking up. Let's keep going and save the others.
We didn't save him! We did nothing! So far in this level, we have let one die, and one of them has saved himself. We have done nothing. We have had no success whatsoever. That's hilarious. Maybe I can draw this guy further this way. Oh, that reminds me, when we were in Atlanta, driving around. My friend Corey looked out the window and started laughing, and I was like, what? And she pointed, and there was a big church we were driving past, but there was one of those signs, like the electronic signs that rolls different messages across. And it just, I'm sure that maybe it was a longer sentence or something, but all it said at that moment was, a Christian church. No shit. It was so funny. Oh, man. Ugh. Alright, can you reach him from here? Yeah, you can. Get him. Maybe we could do a gambit. Yeah, that'll do something.
Hey, I got an idea.
Nice. I think he's the only bad guy on the field now, right? I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's just him. Nice. Get him.
Making my muscles proud.
You can't make muscles proud, baby. Oh no, there is one more dude. I missed him. Get him, Sylvain. Not that you need to level up any further. Alright, let's see. Can Linhardt get him? Because Linhardt could use the points. Sure, he cannot. Well, I guess we'll go and heal Felix. That's some leveling. Well, I meant to heal Felix, but it doesn't matter, I guess.
Thanks for that.
That's what I get for hitting the button so fast.
If only my research had such results.
Alright, Claude, I guess you're gonna finish him. Finish him!
It's not luck, it's fate.
We did it somehow. Cyril, Professor, thank you.
I don't think we did anything.
You bet.
I'm gonna drop by my family's estate and complain to my brother a bit. You two should head back.
I wish we actually got to see what her brother looks like. I want to see the big bubblegum warrior that is Hilda's big brother. Gotta have the pink hair, too. It's really fascinating if you think about, like, knowing that, I mean, it's not been said yet in this one, but I know from other stuff that Claude is from Almyra, and Hilda is the person, the daughter of the family that defends the border between Almyra and Fodlan, and the fact that they become, like, best friends and possibly even a romantic interest. That's just so Romeo and Juliet. I really love the two of them together.
They aren't really trying to cross Fodlan's throat. I'm not saying they're not serious, but fights like this one aren't really invasions. They just start fights like this sometimes. It's so they can show off how strong they are.
So basically they're the marauding clans of Europe.
I think it's pretty dumb. I mean, people are getting killed. And why? So some guy can think he's tough? After every fight, they do a big feast and everybody eats and dances and there's music. It's supposed to honor the dead, but I figure they just like to make noise. I think they're all idiots, but if I'm real honest, it wasn't the worst way to live life.
Aww.
Nah, I'm where I belong now, and I don't really like Almyra. If they want to show how tough they are, then they ought to look after kids who've lost their parents.
Whew, I'm tired. Professor, Cyril, thanks for all your help.
You get a chance to see your brother?
I did, though I think I'd be better off otherwise. He was horribly ill, for one thing. He looked so pale and haggard. Apparently, he'd eaten a bad mushroom before the battle, and it made him horribly sick. What an idiot. Anyway, when I told him we'd handled the Almiran situation, he was just gushing with praise.
Aww.
I tried telling him that it wasn't all me, but he didn't even listen.
Aww.
That did feel pretty good, I'll admit. But then things got awkward. He started trying to pawn off his whole inheritance. I told him I wanted none of it.
I really wish we could meet her brother.
Eventually, he settled for foisting this thing on me. Do you know what it is?
Oh, let me guess.
One heck of an axe. He gave it to you?
Yes. It's a magic axe called Freikugel. It's the hero's relic of House Goneril. He said that I should have it, since the crest I bear will allow me to wield it. He was so insistent, I eventually relented. But I don't think I can be responsible for something so precious. Hey, Professor, why don't you take it instead?
Every character in this game. Hey, look, I have a weapon of mass destruction. Can I give it to you, Professor? I mean, I guess I wouldn't want to hold one either.
Relics contain terrifying power. They're beyond the capabilities of a novice like me. You're the only person I trust to take care of it. Please, help me out here. Thank you so much. I honestly didn't know what I was going to do with this thing. A big, scary axe is not my style.
Uh-huh.
Plus, look closely. Parts of the axe are pulsating, like it's alive. How gross is that? But I'll use it if you tell me to, Professor. Or you could get somebody else to wield it if you like. It's all up to you now.
That Hilda, she really is something.
Mm-hmm. She certainly is. Oh, you're welcome, Pablo. This is a really great game, and if you've never played Fire Emblem, I would recommend trying this one. There's some other really great ones in the series. I just got Radiant Dawn in the mail today. I was so excited. That one's a really expensive one that I managed to get for incredibly cheap. Comparatively.
Brother, please wait.
For the last time, Flame, the answer is no.
You are departing for the Rhodos coast, are you not? I must come.
You will do no such thing. I am not going there to pay respects at the cemetery, but to do battle. With you there, I will be beside myself with worry. It will be easier for me to fight if I know you are safe.
But I must. Oh, Professor, you have come at just the right time.
Of course.
Surely it must be fate that you have appeared at a time of my greatest need.
Of course, you're my daughter now. I love you.
My dear
and this
brother
time I
is
don't
about
have to
set forth
part
on
from
a
you.
most dangerous mission.
Indeed. The Western Church is attempting to seize sacred ground by force. With this action, they are no longer merely believers of a different creed. They are a dangerous threat that cannot be ignored. We cannot allow the holy artifacts enshrined there to fall into their hands.
We're doing that quest right now, Jeff. This is the quest where we find out that Seteth is actually Flane's father and there's some sort of secret in their past, which there obviously was one already.
I too wish to be of use to the church. And I do admit I am terribly worried about my brother. No matter my protests, he will not allow me to come. Professor, this is where you can help. Will you accompany us both on this expedition? If you are there to protect me, my brother's fears will be allayed. Isn't that right, brother?
I suppose your aid would indeed be useful, yes.
I knew it! Please, Professor, will you join us?
Of course. Anything for my beautiful
Let us
daughter.
depart at once.
There was this really cute comic. I think I retweeted it or somebody tweeted it at me or something. where it showed Byleth getting into a relationship with Sedeth, and it was Sedeth telling Flayn about it, and Flayn becoming so excited, and then the next couple scenes were like Flayn and Byleth having tea parties and hanging out and going fishing, and then Sedeth's just like alone crying like, oh, I guess you two are hanging out now. It was really cute. Let's see. You are super over-leveled, my dude, and so are you. So, I'm not using you, Cyril. I'm sorry. Let's put you in there. And then Marianne. And... I'll put Mercedes. Actually, let's do some more adjutants. We'll give Sylvain to Felix. You can watch him. Alright, that should be good enough. We need a dramatic Maori DNA test reveal.
You
That'd be pretty great.
who defile our goddess. The sacred coast belongs to us, the Western Church. You are the heretics. Be gone from here at once.
Every religious war ever.
Silence, dog of the apostate. Prepare to receive our righteous blades.
Prepare to receive? Oh, so it's a gift! Oh, that's so kind of you. I didn't even bring you anything.
Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait, brother. I shall accompany you.
Alright, Sedeth, you're a guest party member.
Guide me well.
Oh, no, I can move you. Cool. Let's see. Put you there. In the one spot they can't get you.
To work.
Get him. This is gonna be a fight for archers and mages.
Are we done?
Think I'd be way behind as far as the FE story. I don't know if you're talking about like jumping into the series or anything. But each one, it's kind of like Final Fantasy. None of the Fire Emblems are really connected. Some of them are in the same universes, but that's like timeline-wise. The stories really aren't that connected. You don't have to have played them to know what's going on. Like this one's not connected to anything that's come before it. You might know, like, you might know more about the gameplay styles or,
Stay focused.
You know,
Ready
different lore things, I guess, but you really don't need to know anything story-wise from any of the other games to play anything in Fire Emblem. Like, they all have certain tropes and certain things that kind of travel across the series, but... Well, thank you for the compliment, Pablo. Rude. How dare you hurt my Hilda? Dog of Pride. No, Jeff. No, that is not what he said. He said dogs of the apostate. Jeff! No, Jeff! Oh, man. Oh, that's the only spell she knows. Okay. Well, you are level 11, so you're just gonna go over there. Let's see, you're 17. Why don't you come fight this guy?
Had to be done.
Yeah, I do need to do some stuff with Final Fantasy. I've done a video on 12 and a video on 10, and I'm gonna do more on 10. I'm working on that right now. But I haven't done... I need to replay 7, because it's one of the only games in the series I've beaten, but it's been literal years, so I can't do anything about that right now. 10 and 12 are the only ones I've beaten consistently and have played recently. The other ones I've played some of, but maybe I haven't beaten them, or it's been a while. I've played a lot of 9 and a lot of 8.
I could use a break.
A little bit of 5 and 6. And a decent amount of 4. I got almost to the end of 4. I was to the part where you fly to the moon, and I hadn't finished it. But yeah, eventually I will do more of them. I think the next one I'll play... I do have a Final Fantasy 12 playthrough that I was working on that I'll probably get back to. Other than that, I think I'm going to play 6, because I've played so little of it, and I know that it's supposed to be really good, so... I would like to get around to playing it. Man, this is going to be the slowest walk ever. Can you get in? No. Alright, we're just going to put you all out there, see if we can't tempt these dudes to come forward. Well, I wouldn't say it's more about the game than the story, though some of them definitely are. The stories are definitely important too. They just aren't connected. Like, this story is not a sequel to anything that's come before. If you want good gameplay and don't care about the story, Fire Emblem Conquest is a good one. The game is so much fun, but the story is a little whack. There's a general consensus in the Fire Emblem fandom that Birthright and Conquest aren't the strongest in the series. Awakening is a really good story. It has some stuff, but it's really heartfelt, and it makes me cry. I love that game. And it's for the DS. I think that's the only way you can play it. They need to freaking make that game... They need to do some of the, like, Nintendo Classics things for Fire Emblem games. Come on, Nintendo! I picked up Sacred Stones. So far, it seems decent. But the copy I got, well, for one, RIP, my Game Boy died on the trip to Atlanta. It's been like held together with hot glue and tape and good luck for about a year now. So it's kind of a miracle that it survived this long, but it did finally die. So I can't play anything now. But even then, my Sacred Stones game, which I did get for $5, understand. It's like a $60 game that I got for $5. It can't hold a save, so once I turn it off, that's it. I'm gonna have to beat it in one go. Yay! But yeah, the Game Boy. I had a SP, and a while back, one of the hinges cracked, and slowly over time, the whole back edge just broke. And it was, I hot glued it at places, I taped it at places, and then this weekend it just, the little piece of material that connects the two screens, it's like a little flimsy piece of plastic, just broke off. And so now, even though it still turns on, you don't see anything on the screen. Makes playing the game a little hard, so it's dead now. R.I.P. Game Boy. Rest in peace. Rest in pieces. True, Akatsuki. Yeah, Shadow Dragon had a sequel, didn't it? And they didn't bring it over. There's so much with the old Fire Emblem games that they should be doing that they aren't. I'm hoping now that they've really seen this game is succeeding wildly that they'll do more with the older stuff. I mean, they have. The Nintendo Classics thing is like a built-in, let's save these old games and make them accessible to people who've never played them system. And they haven't done any Fire Emblem games for that. And that's definitely a Nintendo classic. Fire Emblem is only on to... Anyway, I'm just incoherent rambling. Yeah, I've killed a lot of Game Boys over the years. When I was a kid, my cousin poured soda on one of mine. It crackled for years instead of playing actual sound. God, I love sand. Love how slow it makes everybody. The other thing, just realized, talking about Fire Emblem games I can't play. So I bought Radiant Dawn because it showed up on Facebook, and it's one of the more expensive ones. I don't know, probably at least 100, I think, from what I saw on eBay. And I got this copy for 60, including shipping, which was pretty great. But it's for the Wii, and I don't have a Wii. I have a Wii U, which will play Wii games, but you have to have a Wii controller, and my Wii controller is broke. So that's another Fire Emblem game I have, and I can't play. I'm just collecting unplayable Fire Emblems, apparently, is what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to make another 2-hour road trip to that game store in freaking Greensboro to be able to play it and replace my Game Boy. But I will not be doing that for a while because the spending money is done for a little bit. Con season has killed my wallet. Between, what is it? I did GalaxyCon last month. Cool. No more monies. But I did get so many good deals. I mean, Drakengard for 25 bucks? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And then I got Spirit Camera basically for free because the guy just threw it in with the other ones. I was like, listen, you want to do this bundle for me and give me this one because nobody else wants it? And he was like, yeah, nobody else does want this. Oh. Radiant Dawn is the second game in a series? Yeah, I remember there was some that was on the Wii or the GameCube or something that was like a sequel to one another. Is it Path of Radiance is the other one? I don't know enough about the old ones, honestly. I've just been trying to collect them in hopes that eventually I'll be able to play them all. I guess Mercedes will heal you. I don't know. I'm just glad I have it now, even if I can't play it yet. Path of Radiance is the first one. Okay. What did I say? Did I say Path of Radiance? I don't know. My brain is
You
dead.
lost to me?
I'll get it eventually.
Perfect comprehension.
Yeah, the Spirit Camera thing came to my attention because of my old roommate. He had it and had played it. Apparently, it's like a really short thing you can play in like an hour and a half, but it's a neat experiment that kind of lets you, I think, see ghosts in your house because it uses like the camera on the 3DS or something. And it's made by the team behind Fatal Frame, but it's not called Fatal Frame. So I'm excited to try it out. I don't know how that would work with emulation, or I'm gonna have to see what it actually does before, because if I can, I'm gonna try and play it with y'all, because that'd be fun.
My blood compels me!
My blood compels me?
Was that helpful?
Thanks for joining us, Zool. See you next time. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with some Fatal Frame. I don't know, the storm's not supposed to hit tomorrow, right? We may lose power, but I think it's supposed to be Friday here. So we should be fine. Guess we'll have you heal him. Yeah, growing up, the only Nintendo thing I had was a Game Boy. My cousin, much older cousin, she was like 20 at the time, bought one for me because it was Thanksgiving, and I think I had said I liked Pokemon, and she was really sweet and bought it for me. That was the only one I had for years. Other than that, like really growing up, what we had was the PS2. We had a Sega Genesis and an NES, and my parents had the smart idea to put them in the attic for a summer, and they died there. So that was good.
Goddess.
Am I in Florida? No, I am in North Carolina. The storm should hit us, but it's probably just gonna be like rain. Typically, where I am is so far inland, that's all we get. My family to the east will get some heavy storms, but they should be bunkered down by now. It's pretty normal fare for us nowadays. I guess you three will go down and get the other dudes. Alright, Byleth can, I guess, make them come forward. Oh, I forgot you can have people dismount. Alright, you guys gonna go down south.
So obvious.
Oh wow, you were born during a hurricane? That is wild. We had a lot of hurricanes growing up. I remember very vividly, I think it was Fran hit us pretty hard. And we had a creek in our front yard. It was probably 20 feet from our sidewalk. And the water from the creek had risen to the sidewalk. And a tree, we lived in a really forested area, and a tree in the forest next to us fell and didn't hit the house, luckily, but it crushed my playset. I was like 4 years old. And actually, the storm that's coming to us is Dorian. Dorian is my little cousin's name. Poor guy. Hey, Paradise, welcome! Thanks for joining us. Alright, I guess Marianne finish you off. I love that the freaking cape just stands up like that.
I wonder how much...
Alright. I wonder if I can have you come over here and get this guy. Will it kill you? Nah, you got him. I feel like my arm is going numb for some reason. I think it's just muscular pain. Oh no, let's not go there. We should look there. Yeah, you wouldn't think it maybe, or you wouldn't realize it, but taking care of a baby is muscular work. Lots of lifting and such. I think we'll have you cure her, and then she can go get the other thing.
Well done.
Alright.
Stay focused.
I'll get this one first. Because killing the other guy will trigger the everybody else to run away, and I would rather just get them first. Let's see, have you guys moved yet? No. Alright. I'll have you get him. You can go down and get the other one that's down here. And you finish him off. It's really sad you can't ever team up Hilda and Edelgard. God, what powerhouses. You can't team them up because they'd be too powerful. They'd rule the world between them. Alright, let's have Felix go get that one guy so he doesn't run away. Marry you.
It is our duty to worship Saint Kehoe. We will not allow heretics to come near.
Oh, so they worship one of the saints.
But it was for the sake of the goddess.
Well, apparently you did a bad job. Alright, now we can kill this dude. Let's see, Marianne, can you do it? She could use the EXP. And if I can knock his health down a little bit. Nope, that's a lot of bit. How about you?
Heretics!
Wow, they just missed. Cool, that was useless. It was useless, thanks. How about you? Well, no. You can't reach it yet. Well, I guess she's not gonna be able to kill him, but she can at least hit him. Nice.
Still got room to...
Alright, what do we got left? Just this one dude? Alrighty. Hopefully he comes our way, or it's gonna take forever for us to get down there to him. Good. Come here, you. It won't hurt a bit, I promise. Oh no, don't go that close. Oh, actually, you can hurt this one pretty decently. Not kill him, but still. Man, it really... They get so much more EXP if they kill him. Otherwise, they get so little.
Sleep in the dirt.
Never fails to make me laugh.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
That is the last of them. Flane, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Your assistance is most appreciated. I can only hope that the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands. I will entrust them to you.
Of course.
I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me. Yes. This stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
I suppose you have earned the right to know. But this must remain between us. Flane is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person. Due to certain circumstances, it is more convenient for us to masquerade as siblings for the time being. There are many who would seek to harm Flane due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
Mother loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true. Due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time, using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it? Dwell too much on the past, and you may be unable to move forward. Come then. Let us return home.
Goodbye, Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
They're so sweet. I'm glad this time we get to stay on their side. Definitely the saddest part of the whole joining the Black Eagles or staying with Edelgard thing was the fact that you had to turn on Flane.
It's raining, Professor. On rainy days, the wound I got from the Death Knight hurts like fire. Every time it aches, I get angry. You understand, yeah? I'm sure they had their reasons to kidnap Flame, but still. Did they really need to stab me? What'd I have to do with it? They ruined my beautiful porcelain skin. Worse, they took off before I could stab them back. So rude.
That's rather enough, Manuela. Cease your moaning and give the professor a break.
Oh, stuff it, Hanneman. Unlike you, the professor has a big heart and listens to me talk about any problem I have.
More likely, your incessant ramblings offer no chance to interrupt.
Shut up, Hanneman. I will listen to her all day. I love her. She is delightful.
I knew it.
She is my wine aunt.
Because you care about me, don't you? Ugh, go away, Hanneman. Leave us alone.
We're having girl talk right
Making me
now.
Shout. It causes the old wound to hurt again.
Then perhaps you'd best stay quiet. Keep your emotions in check, I'd say.
Now, children.
Don't worry, Professor. We do this all the time.
Indeed, Manuela and I do not mix well. Been true for years. That said, if it were up to me, I would prefer speaking to her in a calmer manner.
It's not like I enjoy bickering with you.
Sure you do.
So maybe keep your mouth shut more often.
I state that which needs to be heard. For example...
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Same. Apologies. I am here because I have new information on the Death Knight's hiding place.
What? Really? You could have started with that.
Several students have reported possible sightings on the western edge of the sealed forest. While the authenticity of these reports has yet to be verified, it is still a very real possibility. I was thinking I would report this to Setting as a precaution.
What? Why? We can't be slow. He's going to get away.
Protocol on this matter requires reporting to Setting, then Lady Rhea, then...
Professor, let's leave this old geezer behind and get going.
Old geezer? I am barely 15 years your senior. I will not hear such...
Stop talking. Let's gather a team and get going.
Of course. I am with you all the
I'll go scout
way.
ahead. I'm coming for you, Death Knight.
I love this woman.
Manuela, wait. It would not do to get yourself killed without someone to avenge you.
Oh, man. I hope I grow up to be Manuela. Whee! Alright. Let's see here. I'm not bringing Flame. Because really, I don't think I'm going to be using her too much. Here, I'm going to see. Let's bring her. Here. No, that's all my slots. And then let's get Marion out there. And then we'll have Hilda's backup be Claude. And Felix's be Sylvain. What, I got one more? Byleth can have... Well, no, Byleth's so strong already. Byleth really doesn't need one. Actually, we'll have Marianne be Hilda's backup. Because they need to build up that relationship. And then we'll have Liz and the big guy. And we still need one more person. I guess we'll bring Claude. No. Shamir. Okay, and now I want to change... Yes! Alright, this class also wields magic. I hope it doesn't take away any of her magic, but I guess we'll find out.
conspicuous.
Guess we'll see how it goes. Oh, Pablo. Joe told me that that means something else in Spanish. I forget what he said. Oh man, that's pretty great.
Manuela's in a tough spot, Professor. Even if she's only got herself to blame, we cannot abandon her.
We have plenty of visitors today.
Now that is a woman.
Uh-oh. They've noticed me. Here they come.
All right.
My turn?
Oh man, they got some sword masters out here. Oh, hey Joe. I didn't realize you were still here.
To work.
Guess what they did with the sword.
Take me all you want.
Damn. You didn't even need to crit. You just showing off.
I could learn a thing or two.
I'll go.
Alright.
Leave it to me.
Oh my god! She just did the That's just adorable. I love it. Oh man.
Nothing personal.
You didn't even have to crit! Stop showing off! God, what a badass.
I'll grow as strong as I can.
I could learn from you.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
Alright. I'm gonna keep
Take
you...
them out.
Oh, can you reach somebody? No. Sure, why not? Yeah, Manuela is the best. She's clearly... She's a, like many characters in this game, she's really a very well-written example of a certain kind of person. Like, she's a woman that spent most of her life working very hard to be where she is, and to be an opera singer, she has to be gorgeous, she has to be talented, and now she's at the age where all that is fading away, and she doesn't have anybody to spend her life with. She's wondering, did I do the right thing? Am I beautiful anymore? Do I have any worth if I don't have any beauty?
Are we done?
It's really tragic. And doing all the scenes with her, I'm just really attached to her character. Especially because I know a lot of women who've gone through that struggle. You know? Especially consider, like, opera singer. Your career is basically your beauty and your voice, and both of those fade with age. I forgot to do the dance thing.
Leave it to me. Yeah.
That's adorable. I wonder if the dances are different. For the different characters that you can make a dancer.
Let's take them out.
Can you get him from here? No. Sham! That's my boy!
I have improved.
Alright,
Stay focused.
So we'll have you. How dare he dodge my move? Doesn't matter now. Everybody's critting today.
You fought well.
And it's just a side quest.
I could learn from that.
Oh well.
To work.
Let's see. Let's get... You can heal this turn.
Oh, thanks.
My turn?
That helps. Who, me?
You always start with a different number of units. Some quests, you'll only have a certain amount. It'll be restricted. Typically, for most story game stuff, it will be 10. 10 to 12. But, like, yeah, this one we only have 7?
Capture that woman. We'll show them what the Death God Gang's made of.
Death God Gang? What kind of childish nonsense? Where's the Death Knight?
Now!
Nice. Good job, buddy. Alright. Okay, we'll have you... Oh, can you not reach him? How about there? Can you reach him? No. Seriously? Sure. Okay. Let's have you... God, what a badass.
Another win.
And then we'll have you get him.
Taking aim.
She's okay. Death God Gang
Sleep in the dirt.
does sound like childish nonsense, and Manuela's right to say it. But does Death Knight sound much less childish? I mean, I know we actually meet him in the game, and he's a badass. But off the dome, it sounds ridiculous.
So.
Alright, let's start taking these guys out. Nosferatu may save. Oh wow, she friggin' dodged it! Alright, she's gonna be
I
fine.
still got it.
Because even if she does get hit, Nosferatu is a spell that takes health from the enemy and gives it to you, so she'll be able to heal herself. Damn!
You were outmatched.
Yeah, you were. She's so cute in that outfit.
My efforts are paying off.
Hey!
We may not even have to worry about her.
Try harder.
Dodging in high heels. Wow, I'm glad you're safe, Luke. I've had some close calls with Black Widows, which is a wild thing to say. One was when my mother and I went to we went to visit my dad's grave. I keep forgetting she has. Yeah. Okay. We went to visit his grave and put flowers there, and it had one of those like built-in vases, and it had old flowers. You're pulling the old flowers, and my mom suddenly drops it, and lo and behold, there was a Black Widow on the dead flowers. So we just left. No offense, Dad. We're going home. There's a Black Widow on your grave.
It could get rough.
Oh, it was not fun. Not fun. The other time, my sister was coming home from college. She was doing a graduate program downtown and got in the elevator, and there was a Black Widow in the elevator. But to her, I guess she thought, because it wasn't moving or something, she thought it was dead. And the school she went to has a really big science program. She was like, okay, cool, I'll grab it, put it in a jar, give it to the science program. So she grabbed it, put it in a jar, come home with it. It moves, and it's still alive. And Mom and I and Alana are all freaking out about this now living Black Widow we have in our house in a jar that could just come out at any moment and get us. With one mistake.
Me?
And so I did the rational thing, and I froze that motherfucker in the freezer. That was fun. I can't believe her. Oh, look, a Black Widow. I should put that in a jar and take it to my house. Ugh. But yeah, the one at my dad's grave was frightening. We were both like, holy shit. Maybe don't put our hand in that anymore.
Silenced.
Yeah, we get a lot of them around here.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
That and copperheads. We see a lot of those around here. The one time my uncle was in town visiting and they were leaving. They were headed out back home. Man, damn it. All right, we're gonna do this over. I think we're gonna have to go all the way back to the beginning because I feel like I need to do. Yeah, we'll do.
Leave it to
They were
me.
making their goodbyes, and
stay focused.
Suddenly, I'm inside, and I hear a shriek, a thud, and I come outside, and there had been a snake. The thing was, my dad kept rubber snakes around to scare creatures. Like, I think they scare away certain kinds of pests or whatever to have rubber snakes around. And so, he kept rubber snakes in the garage. And as they were walking out, my uncle was like, oh, is that a snake? And my mom goes, oh no, that's one of Tommy's rubber snakes. And she kicks it, and it opens its mouth, and it's a copperhead, and she screamed. And my dad, cool as a cucumber as he always was, reached out, grabbed a shovel, beheaded the snake. And that was the thud I heard. Whoa, if you flush a Black Widow down the toilet, it'll come back? Okay, apparently I failed again because Hanneman died. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna go here.
Manuela's in a...
Listen, snakes are good. They're good, and they're good for...
Leave it to me.
The wildlife, and don't hurt snakes. But in this particular instance, being very close to having been bit by a copperhead, like, my dad's position was understandable, I guess. He was, you know, defending his wife from being bit by a copperhead because she kicked it like an idiot. But, yeah, no, my uncle is spent most of his life working with reptiles and protecting them and helping animals, and that's a big thing in our family. So in general, I would recommend in that situation, call an expert, save the snake, be safe.
Let's take them out.
But my dad was just like, nope, not having this. Yeah, in general, Dad wouldn't, like, Mom hated all snakes all the time. Like, kill it, it's not there. Dad would go out there and it's like, this is a garter snake, you're fine. Calm down, woman.
Are we
Because
done?
one time, in our old house, we lived in the woods, we lived in the forest, and, Mom and Dad were walking around the yard and making plans about what they wanted to do with something, and she felt something on her leg, and she looks down, and a snake had curled around her leg. She freaked and just kicked it in the air. It was a harmless garden snake. It just wanted to be warm. Oh, man.
I'll grow a...
She has hated snakes ever since.
Predictable.
Alright, let's see. Hanneman, can you get him? Almost. Mostly. For those folks who maybe haven't been around as much or don't know as much about me, The uncle I'm talking about, who takes care of snakes, he provided snakes to the people who made the movie Snakes on a Plane. Those were his snakes. And he was the snake trainer for that movie. That's the fun, wild family story I like to tell people. I guess I could send YouTube this way. Why not? Let's try it.
Are we done?
Water moccasins. Yeah, we get not as many of those in my area, but in where my dad grew up, my family out in Wilmington, yes, lots of those. My dad actually went out to go fishing once when he was a kid, and he was gonna sit down on a stump and fish, and the stump, like, there was a snake, and it opened its mouth and said, "Ah," and it was, you know, water moccasin. Or no, it was a cottonmouth, because the mouth was white. He was like, "Nope, I guess I'm fishing somewhere else. This is his spot. Goodbye." And he left. Technically, I hung out with Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't, but yes, he did. He met Sam Jackson, which is so disappointing to me that I was like a 12-year-old girl, so he got me Dakota Fanning's signature like you do. He could have got me Sam Jackson's signature. And now I live a life where I came so close, yet so far. Oh, what a tragedy in my life. But yes. And I think technically he was in the movie for like 5 seconds because he was the person that milked a snake. Because Sam Jackson didn't want to milk a snake. He was like, "No, I don't want to do this." I guess I still can't reach him. I can reach you, I bet. Nope. Damn it. Oh well. We'll just move you here. Okay. Can you... I bet you can get him.
Another one down.
But yeah, growing up, whenever we did not go to this man's house often because he was surrounded by snakes and my mom was not a fan. Literally the whole house was full of reptiles. He worked for the aquarium. Like, he wasn't just catching them for fun. He was employed there and helped catch and rehabilitate and move elsewhere and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Literally floor to ceiling, just cages of reptiles. And my mother, I think, went to that house once and refused to ever go back.
You are no match for me.
Nowadays, I'm pretty sure he just has a bunch of turtles. He's retired. They have a big turtle named Hannibal.
Missed. Taking aim.
Yeah, get him! I love the fancy flipping the arrow around. It's so extra. We gotta get to her fast, damn it. I don't know that I'm gonna get there fast enough. I don't know, let's see. Do I have...
Each battle, a chance to grow.
If I brought somebody, I should have thought to bring somebody with physics. Does she have physics? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's see here.
You know what you're doing?
Damn it. Well, at least that'll heal you. Okay. I guess we're gonna have you dance. I'm really curious now to see what the dance looks like for everyone, if it's the same or not. I'm really curious now.
My efforts are paying off.
Okay. Here goes nothing. shit. Oh, wow, that was
Better luck
close.
next
Okay,
time.
nothing else attack her. God, please.
I can still shine brighter.
Please, God, don't hit her. Thank God. You still can't hit him. Still can't get him. Great. It was useless, thanks. All of y'all have the movements of a toad. I should have brought Sylvain, damn it. Okay, you're just gonna chill right there. Yeah, you'll be safe for now. You're gonna get him.
Hilda! Hilda! I'm...
Missed.
Ah, nice.
Silenced. I'll grow as strong as I can.
What a bunch of metals. Capture that.
Death God gang.
Alright, I think we're gonna make it this time. She's low health, but she's alive, and we'll get to her before those guys do. I always forget you can cross in the woods at the bottom. I always try to climb up the top of the map, and we never make it in time to do that. Lo and behold, the shortest route is the best. Let's get you.
Next time, bring your friends.
I can't tell, is he saying next time bring your friends or more friends? Either one's hilarious. I love the mechanic of the dancer. Like, the idea is, oh wow, looking at you, I'm so moved. I have energy again. I'm revitalized. Now I can once more move across the map by watching you dance. Oh man. Good luck, Luke. I have worked trucks. That's hard. Talk about thirsty work. I worked the 4 a.m. shift at Toys R Us for a couple months.
You lost to me.
That was fun. Lots of bikes and pools. Lots of bikes. Ugh. Okay, how about you take care of the flying pony?
That is that.
Good job. And then you... Let's do convoy and get you a health item. That's a good one. Woo! Yeah.
Much obliged.
It will be all people talk about for the next couple days. You are absolutely right. Unfortunately, I don't know. It just makes people... I guess maybe we've been through enough really bad storms that everybody's afraid the next one's gonna be the next bad storm, so they overreact every time and it always ends up being nothing. Though they do the same thing with snowstorms, and I feel like we've never really had a bad snowstorm here. So it's not justified. I don't know. I don't get it. I guess the weather just hypes it too much. Damn it. I'm gonna have to jump back. Why are you so weak? I guess it's because I never use you. Guess you're just gonna stay right there.
To work.
Yeah, you know, as awful as hurricanes can be, and obviously they can be very horrible, very tragic. You know, luckily we've never been too badly hit here. I would take hurricanes over like an earthquake any day. Not for me. No. Tornado either. No thanks. Sounds like a bad time.
Let's take them out. Worthy of applause.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
She is pretty over-leveled. Alright, Felix to head this way. How many folks are left?
My turn.
We're just gonna keep you two down here where you can't die.
Leave it to me. Who, me?
Sleep in the dirt.
How many got left? Let's see, 2 there. I think 2 over here. Yeah, not too shabby. Finish this off. I can't believe we've already been playing for 3 hours. Where does the time go? Get him, Felix. You're a way better swords master than this clown. Who does he think he is? Got him. What am I doing? Oh, clearly I must be getting tired because I'm keep forgetting to use the dancer move.
Leave it to me. Yeah.
Much needed.
Still can't reach him. Like, she's decent with the bow, but she hasn't learned a lot of the cool bow moves, like attacking from a distance. A real distance, the combat arts and everything.
Just when I decide to disguise myself as a mountain bandit and sneak in, we get attacked. Just my luck.
Oh, I'm supposed to kill this man for his treasure. That seems a little grim. But okay.
You're weak.
Let's see, Hilda, can you get him?
We are the Death God gang. We're all unstoppable.
I got it!
There he is! Oh my god! Oh, that's fantastic. She just flew headlong into that guy.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
That's great.
To work. I'll grow as strong as I can.
Manuela, are you uninjured?
A few scrapes and bruises, but yes, I'm well enough.
Yeah, we did it. Only took 2 tries? Oh well.
How could anyone think that was the Death Knight? It was obviously just an ordinary bandit.
Manuela, you unthinking fool.
Hanneman, I've heard enough already.
How bloody stupid are you? If that were the real Death Knight, you'd have new, likely fatal wounds to match your first. Do you know how much you worried all of us? You should be ashamed.
Oh, no.
This is a matter of life and death. It should not and must not be taken lightly.
You're right. So there, I said that. It's true, but... I'm sorry. I'll apologize to everyone later.
I should say I'm sorry as well. I lost my temper just now. I see you act so irrationally, and I lose my wits. I care about you a great deal, and wish to see you safe.
Hanneman is the kind-hearted former noble sugar daddy that Manuela deserves.
Will you believe me?
Yes, of course. I'm the same way after all. I let my emotions get the best of me. We're both too old to be shouting all the time. You're awfully quick to put a bow on this. Are you sick of us already, Professor?
You're part of this, Professor. We are the only teachers this academy has. No need for bickering.
Well said, Hanneman. Would you care to join me for a celebratory drink?
That sounds lovely. Perhaps a nice cup of tea is in order.
They're so cute. I love them. Hey, Delvin, welcome. Aren't we marrying her with Dorothea in this run, though? Yes, Lob Sylvith, we are marrying her with Dorothea. Because we got to see all the endings. I'm sure we'll marry her to Hanneman in one of them. So I'm pretty sure those are two of her... Oh, Ferdinand's one option with Manuela, actually. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, she's almost an A+. Alright. Guess we'll do Cassie.
Thanks for... As long as it makes me stronger.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna use y'all too much, though. I'm gonna use you. Anything new? Not much. Just got back into town. Trying to catch up with everything.
What?
Let's see. I guess we'll do Mercedes.
I'm getting... Yes.
Okay. Most of the folks I use are just completely out of motivation, so I guess we're gonna level up some folks I don't use that much. I am trying to balance them all out, but I mean, to a certain extent, you're not gonna use everybody. You gotta have favorites, because otherwise you're not gonna really level up anybody. Oh. Alright, let's see.
Professor.
Welcome, Big Day Out. Thanks for joining us. You should definitely try out the game. Obviously, like I say, it's not the gameplay style for everybody. Not everyone enjoys it, but I think this game in particular has so much else going for it, too, that the story, the world building is really great. I would at least recommend trying it, seeing if it's up your alley.
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time?
I'm just so greatly enjoying myself.
Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you. Well, because There is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery.
Telvin says he misses the Fatal Frame live stream. I'm hoping it's gonna be back tomorrow to finish it. I'm kind of hoping I'll be able to finish a couple different things tomorrow, because I'd love to knock some things out. I'm so
I could
close.
not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor?
Yeah, you were with me, remember?
The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep.
Luke asks, which is the scarier series, Fatal Frame or Silent Hill? Personally for me, I feel more fear with Fatal Frame, but that's because of the way that it's designed. It specifically deals with things that I'm more uncomfortable with. But as a series, I think Silent Hill is far more intriguing. I like both for different reasons. But they're both very much trying to do different things.
Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow.
She managed to bring this all back to fish again.
And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same. About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea.
I love you so much.
During a storm, the once
You don't have to just... I get what you're trying to say about me. You're giving me the whole Wikipedia page about the sea.
Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power. My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work.
No, really, from his point of view, you really are of dubious origin.
So surely you understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little.
Ooh. I'll have to keep an eye out for that, Lobsel.
Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
Part of the reason that I find Fatal Frame frightening is also part of the reason why Silent Hill 4 is the only Silent Hill that I think really does scare me, or has scared me. There is a aspect of the gameplay where in Silent Hill you can kind of just run up and beat it to death and then you're fine. I mean, Pyramid Head's an exclusion to the rule, but in Fatal Frame, nothing is ever really defeated. And in Silent Hill 4, nothing is ever really defeated. You're just kind of always on the run for your life, which makes it a lot higher stakes.
Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine.
I wonder if we ever do find out. I mean, the diary says we should be 20 years old, right? So why don't I know that?
I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students? Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here.
Oh yeah, sure you are.
Be that as it may, it is simply not the case.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while.
Sure, you can ask whatever you'd like, guys. There's no problem.
I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
Of course. I will talk to you whenever. Yeah, between Silent Hill 3, Bloodstained, Castlevania, Fatal Frame, that's at least 4 off the top of the dome I can think of that we're incredibly close to finishing and just, like, got stuck on the last level or the last boss. I really got to get back to it. And I'm going to try and get back to Resident Evil 2 this weekend. I know we've been playing 0, but I'd like to play more of 2 as well.
Professor, have you been looking for me again? I am very busy, you know. I must insist that disruptions for light-hearted chats of this kind be kept to a minimum. What did I tell you about falling victim to such salacious and slanderous rumors? As I've told you, there is obviously a conspiracy against me. There is no manner in which I could possibly be considered bothersome.
I can think of 12.
Professor, I assure you, you have been deceived. My adversary has poisoned the hearts of these ladies against me. The plot goes deeper than I thought. But if you truly do insist, please understand, Professor. I am not some scoundrel out for conquest. I am attempting to fulfill my duty as heir of House Gloucester. It is my responsibility to continue our noble line by finding a suitable lady to be my wife.
You're not gonna do it this way, my friend.
It is a rigorous process. My family has the very highest standards for appearance, grace, temperament, and pedigree.
Which is why in some endings I can marry Claude.
Typically, yes. Even if others are sometimes critical of that notion.
It's hilarious to me that he's the only M relationship with Claude.
For the nobility, marriage is not merely a union of individuals. It is also a union of families. It would not benefit House Gloucester to be tied to a family of powerless commoners, would it? To achieve supremacy, it is necessary for my line to be tied to that of an influential family. That is the best path to peace and prosperity for all. So, as you can see, the future of the Alliance rests on my shoulders.
It doesn't. You're not in charge. I'm sure we're gonna learn more about him, and inevitably, like every other child in this game, his parents are gonna suck. But right now, I'm just like, child, stop. Don't.
It is nothing out of the ordinary. Those of us with noble blood are born to this duty, you know. That being said, to avoid misunderstandings, I shall restrain myself until things calm down. I would rather not cause trouble for you after all.
Oh boy. Oh, that child.
I'm glad I get to work with you. Of course, Marianne. You can always count on your old pal Hilda. Thank you. I'll do my best.
They're so cute.
I'm so sorry, Hilda. I wasn't much help after all. Yeah, but that's okay. I'm used to it. Give me some candy later, and we'll call it even.
They're so cute! Oh yeah. I know a lot. I've been making fun of Lorenz since we started this run, and then inevitably I heard a lot about how he's actually really sympathetic when you learn more about him. I'm sure we're gonna learn the tragic backstory. But when you don't know anything, he just comes across as super conceited.
Well,
which, I mean, that's how I was about Ferdinand in the beginning, too.
It all makes sense
All the nobles come across as such jerks, and then you learn their childhood sucked and everything is horrible and their parents should die. Clearly, that's the moral of this game. Rich parents should die, because they don't know how to have kids. Alright, time to befriend more friends. Oh, and I forgot to get my plants last time. I love that Dedu hangs out in the garden so much. He's the one that teaches you how to garden. He must like plants.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Oh, he's so sweet. I really like him.
Hello there.
Alright. Friendship time. Time to make all the friends. Where's Ash?
Caspar, your stomach will burst if you...
Don't worry.
Yeah. Seymour is a tragic character that I'm far more sympathetic to now as an adult. His life sucked. Like, big time. I mean, he still did bad things, but I do feel bad for him.
Excuse me, but Seconds?
I should actually, before I do all this, let me oh, well, we already got one. I should double check and make sure. Yeah, okay. So we can't do any more with them right now because they're not going to have another scene until after the time jump. We should focus on some other folks. Oh, wow. Who is this? Is this Ignatz? Ignatz can have an A relationship with, it looks like everybody in Golden Deer except for those two. Okay. Marianne. Oh, I guess we'll do this one.
Marianne, please accept my apologies for my behavior yesterday.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Asking you about your family like that was pretty insensitive of me. No matter how curious I am, that's no way to treat someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You weren't being insensitive. I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't spend much time talking about myself. Not to people, anyway.
If not people, then with who? Unpeople? Non-people?
Well, yes. I'm much more comfortable talking to anyone who isn't a person.
I was actually joking, but now I'm mystified. Who is it you like to talk to?
Dorte the horse.
Ah, of course. Good old Dorte. And does he understand what you tell him?
We understand each other. He tells me when he's sleepy, or when his stomach hurts, or if his nose itches.
Sounds like a complainer, that Dorte. But let's table this fascinating discussion for just a moment. Now that we've gotten in some small talk, I'd like to know what you're hiding. You are hiding something, right? Your lineage, perhaps?
No.
Claude!
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's all just idle gossip, that's fine too. But if it's something silly like, my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it. Say your ancestors were thieves. Does that make you a thief, even if you've never stolen a thing? Of course not.
But people have burdens to bear from the moment they're born. My burdens are so big that I'm sorry, I can't discuss this anymore.
People certainly are born with burdens. She's right about that.
Aww.
But Marianne, don't you know that you can choose not to carry them?
Aww, Claude's trying so hard to help her. Do the chests in the water open? Yes, there's an item you have to get. I think it's like a ring or something. You have to weigh yourself down. But yeah, you can eventually open the chests. I cannot remember how I got to it, but there is a point where you can open them up.
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too many books this time.
Been there, girlfriend.
And I have to return them at some point.
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithia? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance. I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person.
I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
Yeah, teenager.
You are remarkably talented at channeling.
Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya. She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her.
Aww.
What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask. I'll be carrying this stack of books now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
They're so cute.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow, talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine, fine.
Adorable.
Ah, found you. Hello, Lysithia.
Hilda? What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason.
Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you look all grown up.
I don't recall ever asking you to.
That's right. I knew exactly what you needed. You didn't have to ask. Now take a seat.
Oh boy.
With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt.
I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated.
Let's put up your hair to show off your neck. But we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable.
Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked.
Oh, this is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable.
Ugh, you're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless.
Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers.
Oh, man.
Gracefully extending? Ugh. Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity.
It sounds like it.
Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out.
I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing.
Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet.
No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun.
Thank you, Hilda.
Aww.
She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat.
Everyone in this game is so gay. Is Hilda a noble? Yes. Lysithia is too. Only Leonie, Ignatz, and the big guy, Raphael, I think, in Golden Deer are commoners. Everybody else is a noble. And then everybody but Dorothea in Black Eagles is a noble. And then I think Ash is the only commoner. I could be wrong. I think Annette and Mercedes might be commoners too.
Professor Hanneman, is this a good spot for this book?
That will do nicely, Lysithia. I'm sorry to trouble you with these chores.
It's no trouble. After all, it's proper etiquette for the young to help the elderly.
The elderly? I'm only... Never mind. How have you been feeling of late? Anything worth mentioning?
I've been feeling well enough, all things considered.
You seem to be maturing remarkably. No doubt your well-being is due to the positive influence of your twin crests working in tandem.
Here he goes with the positive again. Looks like your research is more useless than I thought.
I may ignore your assaults on my age, but I will not allow unfettered attacks upon my research. What makes you think it's lacking? Surely you do not deny that your crest-related abilities exceed those of your peers. You are so far ahead of the others. Even the combined effects of the twin crests you bear do not fully account for that discrepancy.
You just can't see beyond the crest, can you?
In all your research, haven't you considered that my abilities are a direct result of the effort I put in?
Of course, I am aware that you are a hardworking student, but...
My efforts far exceed those of any other student. I've placed top priority on growing as quickly as possible.
Is the ability to expend such incredible efforts, to be so focused and driven, is that not a form of talent?
It has nothing to do with talent. It's a question of sheer will. I'm determined to succeed, no matter the sacrifice.
I see. But what drives you to such lengths?
I have goals, just like anyone. And precious little time in which to achieve them.
Little time?
The people who made me as I am informed me that my life would be drastically shortened as a result. A person bearing two crests against the will of nature itself. Well, clearly it can't be sustainable. As such, I don't indulge in the luxury of fantasizing about the future. I haven't got one. Knowing all this now, will you still claim that my crests are something positive?
I cannot. Please understand. I had no idea.
I'll be leaving now.
Lysithea. So that is why you are...
Ah, that fragrance! Could it be? Ferdinand, I cannot help but notice the exquisite tea you're drinking.
Not many can appreciate it, let alone recognize it. I'm impressed.
Perhaps you would be so good as to indulge me with a cup?
By all means. Allow me to pour.
Hey, Marianor.
What a delightful aroma. When I close my eyes, I feel as though I've wandered into a rose garden.
Such a precise, poetic description. But please, drink up. No need to stand on ceremony.
I love this game, but sometimes the framing of scenes is weird, and it feels like something was disjointed between the animators creating characters' body movements in response to situations or during cutscenes and the camera framing. Because why the hell would you willingly, on purpose, have a scene where you just see Ferdinand's hand just float up into the screen for no reason? Or all the times where characters like lean back with their arms and then half their face goes off screen? It just bugs me. Ugh.
How gracious of you. Very well. Flavor, fragrance, and hue, all in fine harmony. This is a most superior brew. And in a market saturated by pale imitation, no less. You did well to acquire such fine fare.
I can't even remember the word I want to say. Ridiculous?
You are clearly quite passionate about tea. And more than just passionate. You know what it takes to brew a fine cup. To say nothing of your flawless etiquette and sterling attentiveness.
Certainly. Proper etiquette at tea time is one of the surest hallmarks of quality breeding.
These two together should not happen. These two together are too much of the same thing.
And the extent of one's attentiveness is quite often indicative of the depth of one's character.
You two sound insufferable. Please stop.
The ability
I
of a
love
person of
Ferdy,
fine
but
stock
this
to
is
exhibit a
insufferable.
rich quality of character is precisely what determines whether one is worthy to be called noble.
Oh, man.
And all of that can be seen in how one handles such a simple thing as a cup of tea.
Ah, marvelously put, Lawrence. I can tell you have given much thought to this subject.
Far more than you've given to your haircut.
And if I may, I have always considered you to be the very model of noble comportment.
Likewise, this has certainly been an extraordinarily meaningful cup of tea.
I wholeheartedly concur. Before we part ways, I would like to offer you some of these leaves.
Truly? Well, I'm flattered, but I cannot simply accept them without offering something in exchange. You simply must allow me to host you in turn, by way of recompense.
Hey, Lynn Griffin. I've heard that Lawrence gets better, and we've already seen from the Black Eagles, you know, I didn't like Ferdy, and then he really grew on me. But the two, they're too, like, there's a reason that they say opposites attract. These two are way too similar. I cannot, I can't with this.
We shall drink from House
This is
Gloucester's finest
insufferable.
teacups and enjoy the loveliest of its cakes.
Oh, it's so
That
much.
sounds exquisite. I look forward to it.
Please stop. Don't. Do anything else. God. Please. Oh, God. That was something. Alright. Okay, we gotta figure out who we want to make friends with each other. Let's see. Who are we gonna do with Claude? We could do Liz and Claude. Oh, he's got a lot of scenes with Petra. And Shamir. I think we've seen some of his with Shamir, maybe. Or am I forgetting? Did I see those? Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I've lost track. Okay, Marianne, probably. It's basically any of the Gold Eagles, but... Oh, and his and Kaspar's are funny. It's weird that... Oh! Be some time before you can deepen this bond. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for the time jump for them. So, I guess we'll do Caspar and the big guy, because they have some fun interactions. Where are they? Oh, I guess I've already done them. Okay, let's do Sylvain and Marianne, I suppose, because they have some interactions. God, I feel like you need a freaking Excel spreadsheet to figure out who I'm making friends with one another. This is wild. Especially because I feel like you could easily miss maxing out everybody's friendship. Like, it feels like it would take a lot of dedication to actually pair the characters that need to be paired every time, and just so much. Now I need to buy more meat. Give me all your meats.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure. Come again.
Alright, we got the meats. Who are we making friends? Let's see, Iggy. I guess we could do Iggy and Lysithia. Alright, let's do Ferdy and... Actually, who should we pair with Felix and Ferdy? I feel like they don't interact with each other. Yeah, they do not interact with each other. Let's do... Ooh, Ferdinand and Hilda. Ferdinand and Hilda, and Felix and Bernadetta. Because those two are really funny. Felix and Bernie. Okay. She hates the food, but that's okay. The friendship points still count. Hey, Marlon. I'm sorry YouTube sucks. Did it not notify you? I'm sorry. And Randez, hey! I can only recommend following me on social media or... head to the Discord. I created a Google Calendar that should give you a rough estimate of when I plan to do shit.
Actually, I'm not hungry. You can have mine.
This week I'll probably be a little off schedule, but, I'm gonna try and stick to a schedule. I guess we need... Grr, I need more vegetables. Can I buy vegetables from those guys? Probably, I would assume. Give me your carrots. I must force feed my children so they become friends. Give me all your veggies.
Hello there.
You got tea and presents. And that.
Return
Come on,
soon, please.
where's veggies?
Hey, welcome.
Got seeds. God damn it.
Come again.
I can't buy veggies. Come on, nobody has a carrot. Grr. I just have to find vegetables laying on the ground or something. Or I guess grow them. Grr. Yeah, we finished the chapter where he died. Yeah. Is this game open world? No, you're stuck in a timeline. You can kind of choose what you want to do each weekend, but there is a set series of events that happens as time passes. And And whenever I go to the calendar, whatever I pick, you know, you only have a certain amount of time to do certain things. So it's really not open world. There's definitely a set amount of things you can do. Aww.
It's kind of nice to break bread with you. Got any interesting stories to tell while we eat?
As a noble, I'd...
Alright, well... Yep, that was my last food. Great. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to head to the battlefield. I don't know. Who do we want to build up friendship with? Who did we not see last time with Byleth? I guess we really didn't get to see... Because the Blue Lions we didn't get to finish anything with. Flame? We should do Flame. We never did get all of her friendship level. She's not good at cooking, oh my god. Oh, good night, Mizu. Thanks for joining us.
My mother was an excellent cook. You would think such a talent would be hereditary.
Aww.
What?
Night,
A
Akatsuki.
bit of this, a bit of that. This will make it all the tastier.
We'll probably not be
Do you
here
not agree?
much longer anyway, but I wanted to try and get a few more character scenes done. And then I'm gonna have to head to bed too. I can't believe it's already 12:30. Nice. Okay, we can answer notes and do the music in the chapel. That'll build some friendship. What do we want to do? I guess we'll do Ferdy and Hilda again, because Ferdy likes singing. Oh, and she does too.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
Professor!
Alrighty. Answering the notes. I love the sea, but Garrick Mott is too far. You should visit the sea to the south. Have fun at the beach. I see all the time. Someone falls for a scheme and gets angry, but rather being mad at the scheme, shouldn't they be plotting revenge? I'm gonna say that, I guess. Yeah, he didn't like it. Oh well. Alright, we still got 3 points. I'm all out of fish. Grr. I should also probably check out and see if we got enough points to do anything. Hello, mister. Do I have...
something?
Ooh, I do. We could increase strength and speed. We could strengthen... Probably best to increase this.
This one?
Oh, good night, Luke.
You're
Thanks for
all
joining
set.
us. Alright.
See you again soon.
I guess we're just gonna use the last of our points on this. Leveling, I suppose, since I can't do any more food. Hey, you.
Excuse me, Professor.
Give me
I know
training.
Forgive, just know.
Sure, you can train me in the way of the sword. Where's Sedith? Is he in here? Train me, Sedith. Oh, look, I found a snapped writing quill on the floor. I wonder if it's yours.
It was as if thinking how they man.
Where'd it go?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you know? An item that was on the floor of your room is yours. Big surprise. I'm so shocked.
First Tomas spoke
Oh,
it
I
was
didn't
as
mean to
if
do that.
thinking how they man.
Okay, we need, I think, one more.
Excuse me.
Hey, you.
Alright, Manuela! Train me!
I have. It's about the weapon that killed. It was a dagger, but I know enough to know
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't
special.
made of iron or
The wound
steel.
it left wasn't normal.
Could make a blade.
Yeah, who can make that? We don't know! How is romancing Rhea not super awkward, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Such power.
Alright. On to training, and then we'll do another exploring and see if we can get any more friendship points. And then we'll call it a night. We must teach the children. Teach them how to punch. Punch good.
That was...
I've really...
Okay, I guess we'll stick with this one. Everybody's doing great today. Look at you kids go. Nice.
It's
Okay. Nice. A+.
How's this gonna help?
It's gonna help you crush heads with your axe. You're like my most powerful character, Hilda. Don't play. I haven't really been using Ferdy, have I? I should. But I may not even have enough room. Kinda like my setup already, so I guess we're good with who we get.
I'm really good. Alright.
Can I recommend a movie or anime? Sure. Right now in, so we're trying to do weekly party nights where members on YouTube and patrons, we watch anime together. Right now we're watching one of my favorites called Gangsta, S-T-A, period, based on a manga by K-O-H-S-K-E, I think. It's really cool, really well written. The manga, or the anime is short because the author was sick for quite a while and wasn't able to continue writing the story of the manga, so when they caught up to it, the anime just created its own conclusion, you know, like many anime do. But it's a really cool universe and a really great book, and she's now back to writing it. I definitely would recommend Gangsta. It's very good. Yes, Pet Shop of Horror. I haven't watched the anime, but the manga is fantastic. I really love it. I like Hellsing, and the new series the guy behind that's doing, which is Drifters. What else have I been reading? Ten Dance is a really good romance between two gay men. Bisexual men? At least one of them's bi. A really good story about dance competitions, and the art is lovely. Ancient Magus Bride is good. Bloom Into You is a really good, like, high school romance between two girls trying to figure out their lives in high school. You know, the usual school drama.
Professor.
Ooh, yes, the Castlevania show is excellent. Way better than I ever... Like, I didn't really have high hopes just because, you know, adaptations aren't always great, but damn, it's fantastic. It's what really made me decide I finally needed to get into Castlevania.
Day to exert oneself.
Because I'd always kind of been curious, but that just, like...
Sorry, you're stuck.
I was immediately like, I need to check this out. Obviously, it's not the, you know, it's not the same kind of thing, but it made me curious enough to play the games, and I really enjoy them now. I've never heard of Dororo. I've heard of Durara, which was pretty good. I didn't finish the anime, but I enjoyed it.
One step before the next. It's all
It's so sad how she looks down all depressed at the beginning. Alright. To my garden. I need plants.
Professor.
Give me vegetables.
Professor?
Alright, let's see. Oh, we have a new support! Yay! Alright, we'll wait on that, and we'll do... What do we want to put Liz with? We'll do Liz and Marianne. That can be one we do, Liz and Marianne. Where's Liz? Does she not like this food? Come on, Liz, don't disappoint me. No, Liz! Oh well. Aw, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
My father's favorite.
I've really enjoyed playing the Castlevania games. I'm glad I've started playing them.
I mean, I eat plenty of different things, but this? Definitely not my favorite.
Sorry, Liz. Oh well, it built friendship points. Alright, and then let's do Ignatz with Leonie? Why not?
I'll fondly remember.
I'm grateful I get.
He's such a little nerd. Every time you talk to him, he's like so deep about everything. Damn it, I'm already out of food! Crap, it's like we're eating so many rations every day. Oops. Alright, let's go to the chapel. That's at least one extra. It's too bad there's not more events, like stuff you can do around this place that isn't food related that bonds two people. The choir is the only other one. I wonder if they're gonna add more. Because they've mysteriously talked about how they're going to add features to the games. Like they're gonna add more features. What does that mean? What are you adding? Tell me. I must know. Let's do Linhart and Annette. Apparently those two can have friendship.
Singing is so much fun.
I may sound terrible, but...
Alright, we'll do these scenes we've got, and then we'll head to bed.
It just never ends. Oh, Ferdinand?
Another boy about to be tricked.
Hilda, do you need something?
I just have a tiny favor to ask.
I apologize, but I must graciously decline.
You didn't even let me say what it was.
I can proffer a guess. Instead of relying on others, why not try doing something on your own?
Wow! Ferdy's smarter than he looks!
Nobles should not be lazy or idle. We should accomplish our goals through earnest effort.
Sylvain and Lorenz fell for it in their scenes, but Ferdy's like, no, I know what you're up to.
Easy for you to say. You're the very model of a diligent noble. Always contemplating the noblest course of action, never stopping to take a break. Your chore today was repairing the weapons, right? There are so many weapons here, and yet you're already done. That's pretty impressive.
It was nothing. Anyone could have done the same.
I don't think so. I certainly couldn't.
I do not believe that to be true.
Look at me. I'm supposed to be organizing these library supplies, but I have no idea where to start.
What could be difficult about such a task? You simply line them up and count them.
There are too many. Well, maybe it doesn't seem difficult to you, but that's just because you're so clever.
Oh, Ferdy, don't fall for it, Ferdy.
Granted, there might be some creative approaches to completing the task.
Oh? Please, enlighten me.
I can point you in the right direction. To start, divide them up by size.
Right. I'm with you so far. And then what?
Now, put similar items together. That makes it easier to get a handle on the numbers.
I see. Then what?
Now that you have arranged everything, you can begin counting. See how easy it is?
Wow! You did that in no time. You really saved my neck there. Thanks, Ferdinand. Bye!
It was nothing. I suppose I ended up doing her work after all.
At least he realized he got pulled. He got pranked. Ah, my poor boy.
I guess taking them all up in one go is a bad idea.
Annette, are you okay with all those boxes?
Linhart! Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know if I'll be able to handle all these. I thought I may as well get it over with, so I decided to carry them all at once. Big mistake.
Smart thinking. Do it all at once. That's what they say, right? Work smart, not hard. I think you've got it from here, so I'm off to take a nap. Good luck.
But maybe you could help. Nope, gone. It's fine. It is fine. Just a little further to my quarters. I've got this.
Are you aware if it's okay to give cats chicken bones? No. Chicken bones are really fragile and they snap. Don't give chicken bones to animals.
I'll just... What? They didn't fall.
That was almost pretty bad.
Linhardt, I thought you had an important nap to get to.
I'd call it insomnia, but I suppose it was really just a guilty conscience. I came to see if you needed help. And sure enough, here you are, about to tip all the boxes on the floor.
Thanks. Though it may have been best if you had just chipped in from the start.
Huh? But it was your job. Why would I step in? You clearly had things handled.
Then why help me at all?
If the boxes had fallen just now, everyone would have had to help tidy them up anyway. If anything broke, more boxes would need to be carried. And if all of that came to pass, then there'd be noise and more noise and no chance of my taking a nap.
Oh my god, Linhardt.
Huh. But if you had helped me from the start, there would have been no danger of anything being dropped at all.
Don't try and reason with him, Annette.
Correct. But there was no danger yet, and so there was no need for my help. So I left you to it. Try carrying one box at a time instead of straining to do it all at once. Work smart, not hard, as they say. All right, well, I think you've got it from here, so I'm off. Good luck.
After all that, he's not gonna help me.
Linhardt, God. Oh, I love that idiot. I think that's all of them. Yep. Thank you guys for joining me. It has been fun, and I'm glad to be back. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, all goes well with Fatal Frame. And then I'll be returning to this on Thursday. I think we're going to make this Tuesday, Thursdays. And we'll see what goes on. Check out my website, thegamingmuse.net. I sell books there. And I also have some free downloads of my written work if you want to check them out. Follow me on Twitter or Facebook if you want to keep more up-to-date with updates and things. I always post when I'm going to stream and post videos so that you can keep up-to-date with that because YouTube sucks. You can also join the Discord channel. We play games, we watch movies, if you're a member, because members are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. And speaking of, you can support me here on YouTube as a member for as little as 99 cents a month, or over on Patreon, where you can get rewards and bonuses and movie nights and yada yada yada. This Friday, I'm doing another fundraising thing, a small one for the channel. I'm starting a weekly thing called Fanfic Friday or Fanfic Fundraising. Fanfic Friday rolls off the tongue more, because people really enjoyed last week. I'm going to read old fanfics I wrote, and hopefully people will donate so that my embarrassment goes to something. But we're going to do another charity stream as well, the 29th of this month, the last Saturday of this month at 12 p.m. We're going to be playing Fatal Frame 2 and raising money for charity, so that'll be fun. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!